Go ahead and pull out.
I did not fix the screw. Good thing.
He would give to you, and he got it done. But they give it to you when they take the field.
Good. Yep. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Baseball University Western North Carolina Scout and Streaming Series presented by CamWood Bats. We're live from Rutherfordton, North Carolina on the campus of R-S Central, where the North Henderson Knights and the R-S Hilltoppers will be facing off. It's opening day, everyone, and it's a beautiful day. I'm here with my co-broadcaster, Hunter Street. How you doing today, Hunter?
Doing well, Ryan. Great to be here. Happy for opening day. Nice little non-conference action on first day of the season in North Carolina high school baseball. And we'd like to bring you this broadcast for the Western North Carolina Scout and Streaming Series, brought to you by CamWood Bats. CamWood Bats is located in Haywood County, Western North Carolina, but serves baseball and softball players across the nation. Game bats, trainers, tees, tutorials, and more are available for purchase at www.camwoodbats.com. And as part of our partnership with CamWood, make sure to use coupon code VBUWNC for a 10% discount on all purchases through their website.
Yep, ran up to Haywood County yesterday to grab the first set of the Player of the Game bats. So we got a fresh one right here in the booth. Excited to figure out who the first 2025 CamWood Bats Player of the Game will be. It's time for the pregame show. Pregame show is brought to you by Meineke. They are a pregame and postgame sponsor here at Baseball University. And with numerous locations in Western North Carolina, there's no better spot to get your vehicle seen and serviced. Whether it's an oil change, brakes, mufflers, tires and wheels, AC, you name it, Meineke is doing car care right in Western North Carolina. Well, we got two veteran coaches, Chad Fowler, R-S Central. I think he's been here for 20 years?
20 years, yeah.
I know Justin King is coming up on year number, he's been here for...
Coach King has been here for 18 years at North, 14th as his head coach, and it was my head coach back in the day. So excited to see Coach King again. And I mean, I played out here against Coach Fowler and the Hilltoppers many times. Regular season, summer ball, we were always out here, and I remember Coach Fowler very well. So good veteran matchup, good baseball, good coaching going to be around here today.
I know Hendersonville last year, they made the playoffs. I think they were third in the conference. Overall record, I believe, was 16-9, 8-4 in the conference. Have a lot of returning starters. We're going to talk about some of them here in a minute. R-S Central, they were second in the conference, 10-2. You guessed it, those two losses were against East Rutherford. They've been the perennial winner here in the Foothills 7 conference the last few years. But R-S Central under Coach Fowler is always a strong team. Overall 20-4 last year, and again, half their losses against their conference rival. I know that Coach Fowler and the Hilltoppers are hoping to make some noise at the top of the conference once again. Foothills 7's usually dominated by the Rutherford County teams. You usually see Chase up there in the top 3 as well. We got a chance to see Polk play on Friday in a scrimmage. Brevard, Patton, Hendersonville rounding out the Foothills 7. I want to say RS lost in the. Did they lost? Did they? Who they play?
Who did we play the first round last year?
Was it Stuart Kramer? Yeah, Stuart Kramer. They beat R-S Central in the first round last year. Stuart Kramer's got a lot of their pitching back. We're going to go see them in the middle of March when they play South Point. We're bustling trying to get them. We just got the starting lineups put in front of us. So, Hunter, why don't you go ahead and run through North Henderson, the away team, first while I get R-S Centrals here in front of us.
Yeah, let me pull this up real quick, Ryan. Yeah, starting off, batting first, number 1, Dylan Kleineck, catching. Batting second, number 2, Mason Gasperson, playing shortstop. In the 3-hole, Stash Spear, number 7, pitching. Alex Hanna, batting cleanup, number 15, playing third. Peyton Maven in the 5-hole, number 8, playing first.
All right, and for the Hilltoppers,
Cameron Hanna, number 4.
Oh, sorry.
Next, playing right.
Hilltoppers here. We'll just finally get down. Leading off is going to be number 7, Drew He's the College of Charleston grad. He'll be pitching as well. Cullen Pruitt at second base, the 2025 grad, still looking for a place to play at the next level, uncommitted, good ball player to keep an eye on. Batting third, Landon Whitley. He'll be in center field. Jake Lyles, the four hitter, will be starting in right field. Hunter Lowry will be at first base. Jace Gibbons at third base. Christian Walker, the Montreat College grad, will be in left field. Carter Austin, slick field and shortstop, will be in the 8-hole. And in the 9-hole is Rylan Holly, who will be doing the catching. Some new names in there, but a lot of familiar ones too. We'll be breaking down some of their scouting reports here in just a bit. But, before that, just again, we see IO out here for R-S. North Henderson going to be taking the field here in just a minute. Saw some good baseball yesterday up in Cullowhee. It's part of the Western North Carolina College Tour Series. We went up and watched the Catamounts play Power 4 Maryland, the Terrapins. They had won the first game of the series, nice little upset, 8-7 on Friday. They got beat 35-12 on Saturday. And then yesterday, the game that we attended, it was a great drama, extra innings drama, walk-off home run by Elijah Smith. We got to see some familiar Western North Carolina faces. Braden Corn was in center field, the North Henderson grad. Trent Turner still manning shortstop, the Tuscola grad. Guys like Carter Burnett, Charlie Collins starting to get their innings built up a little bit. So it's great to see Coach Beck getting more Western North Carolina guys infused into the Catamount program. Hunter, unfortunately, bailed on that game and missed himself some good action, but, maybe he'll catch the next one. All right, so I guess at this point, we're going to go ahead and run the I guess you want to
talk about the prospects, yeah.
I'll say, hopefully, some of you college coaches that are tuning in, we're going to try to keep up with this the best we can. We always try to get scouting reports out early. I was on the phone today texting and sending out links to the game to coaches that made sense. And, we try to put a little piece together to just show them who's in the game. There's a few kids who are committed in this game. So we sent that stuff to their coaches so they can check in, but a lot of good uncommitted players too. So as part of the Meineke pregame show, here are the prospects to scout. Mason Gasperson, committed to Coach Deaton at Caldwell, offers versatility, grit, and the athleticism that also made him North Henderson's top running back in football. Alex Hanna, the Zobrist of the Mountains, is another versatile prospect who can wear many gloves. He brings his outstanding character to Coach Huff at Rockingham next season. Stash Spear has worked hard to turn himself into a two-way threat, offers a unique low three-quarter slot on the mound, and tons of pop at the plate. Of the uncommitted underclassmen at North Henderson, outfielder and catcher Dylan Kleineck may be the fastest young man in the mountains at the moment with his 6'6", 60-yard dash. Peyton Maven, the all-state left-handed pitcher, hopes to have another dominant season on the bump. IVB for days and a unique slot. Give batters fits. Zeke Ibarra, a solid young athlete in the 2027 class, will not be playing in this game because he's part of the varsity basketball team, but is a left-handed bat to keep an eye on. And lastly, the young 2027 Austin Brevard steps into Coach King's varsity lineup. Dedicated and growing into his baby deer body, he has 3 full seasons to contribute and improve on varsity. R-S Central is led by the College of Charleston commit, the dominant left-handed pitcher Drew Yelton. His changeup features elite horizontal break, and when we first saw him as a freshman, we knew the talent was there. Right-handed pitcher Jake Lyles is also heading to Caldwell to join Coach Deaton's program next year. A control artist, his fastball has been creeping into the low 80s, making this strike thrower even more of a potential force. And our last college commit in this game is Christian Walker, who is headed to play for Coach Beck and Coach DeArmas at Montreat next season. Walker is a great add to Coach Fowler's squad as he recently transferred from Gap. Cullen Pruitt is our lone 2025 uncommitted prospect in the game. I love his versatility, being able to handle the outfield along with the middle infield. The left-handed swinger and all-conference player is worthy of a college opportunity. Manning shortstop for RS is 2026 Carter Austin, one of the smoothest and surest gloves in the Foothills 7. solid baseball IQ, and he's working on becoming more physical. Outfielder Landon Whitley featured the top exit velocities at our Baseball University prospect filming at Cleveland Community College this past November, climbing up to 97 miles per hour. He's also savvy enough to play small ball. And lastly, the 2027 Nathan Tang is another R-S bat packing some thump in Coach Fowler's lineup. He is already showcasing 90-plus mile-per-hour exit velos despite his 5'2" frame.
I hope y'all like that little video that Ryan put together of the prospects to watch today, and just go over them. Alex Hanna going to Rockingham, Stash going to Surrey, Mason Gasperson going to Caldwell. He just committed, so congratulations, Mason. R.S. commits, Drew Yelton go to College of Charleston, Jake Lyles going to Caldwell, and Christian Walker going to Montreat. Got some those players to watch here for North Henderson: Dylan Kleineck, Peyton Mabin, Zeke Ibarra, and Austin Brevard, and then some RS players to watch tonight. Colin Pruitt, Carter Austin, Landon Whitley, and Nathan Tang. Well, guys, we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for our travel sponsor. So we just want to go ahead and shout some of these guys out. Our travel sponsor today is Asheville Thermoform Plastics. They're helping Baseball University with travel expenses we encounter throughout the spring, including gas, food, and in some cases lodging, which we will probably have this week. So a big shout out to Asheville Thermoform Plastics. A little bit about them. They are a family-owned and operated manufacturer located in Fletcher that provides custom thermoforming services for several different types of industries, such as agriculture, automotive, construction, communications equipment, military packaging, etc. Our services include thermoforming, engineering and design services, 3D printing, assembly, and fabrication. So shout out to Asheville Thermoform Plastics for being our travel sponsor of the day. Next, we have our home team sponsor, which is Sakura Japanese Restaurants. They sponsor the time that Baseball University puts towards marketing this game to coaches pregame and editing and posting highlights for the home team prospects with recruiting and scouting content on social media for the coaches postgame. So a big shout out to Sakura for sponsoring the North Henderson Knights, being our home team sponsor. If you're looking for delicious Japanese cuisine, Sakura has locations in Spindale, Forest City, and Hendersonville, offering Western North Carolina 3 convenient locations. We can tell you firsthand just how delicious Sakura Japanese cuisine is. You can find them on Facebook, and again, with 3 locations open from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. Monday through Saturday, and 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. on Sunday. You can make them a lunch or dinner option all week. Thank you to Sakura for being our R-S Central sponsor for the away team. Next, we have they're our home team sponsor. R-S Central sponsor for our home team. Oh, excuse me. Well, our away team sponsor is Wright's Fireplace. Sponsoring the time that Baseball University puts into marketing this game, the coaches pregame and editing and posting highlights for North Henderson prospects, and recruiting and scouting content on social media for the coaches postgame. So a big thank you to Wright's Fireplace for being our North Henderson away team sponsor. A little bit about Wright's. They're located at 2614 Hendersonville Road in Arden. We've got everything you need for a comfortable, more relaxing property. Longing for a more efficient, more convenient fireplace? Wishing you had an outdoor living space that would enhance every get-together? Stop wishing and get just what you want here in our showroom in Arden. Their phone number is 828-687-9002, and their website is wrightsfireplaces.com. Stop by or request an appointment today. So a big shout out to Wright's Fireplace for being our away team sponsor for North Henderson today.
It's a good investment in a fireplace right now if y'all seen your Duke Energy bills lately. So
I know my
definitely
Duke
might
Energy
want to give us
bills went
Wright's. And then as far as Sakura, I think they might be bringing us some tasty treats here in a little bit. That'd be Nathan Tang's mother. She runs those, I think it's 3 restaurants. I want to say there's one up in Hendersonville too. And then Asheville Thermoplastics, that's one of those necessary businesses for so many reasons, but doesn't always come off as flashy as like a CamWood bat or something. But we appreciate everybody and their help. So I guess that brings us up to the Meineke fleet keys of the game. And if you know these two teams they're very good with their starting pitching at the top. So we're probably going to see two good arms on each side would be my bet. And we know that the starters with Drew Yelton, the lefty College of Charleston commit, and Stash Spear, the low three quarters righty going to Surrey Community College. They're seasoned. They know how to do this. So I think early on, the first key is efficient pitching. So if you're only going to get like a 45 pitch limit on opening day, throw strikes, help your team out, try to get deeper into the game, not so much going for strikeouts, but early contact, let your guys play behind you, but just be efficient, make the best of your low pitch count. Second key of the game, with those good pitchers going early, don't waste run scoring opportunities early either. Small ball, push the runners over, take the extra bases, because I can tell you Stash Spear and Drew Yelton, if they're on their game, they're not going to let up a lot. There's not going to be a lot of barreled baseballs today, so take advantage of it if you can early. And then the third key of the game is got to finish strong with low pitch counts early. We know Drew Yelton and Stash Spear will not be finishing this game. There's going to have to be 2, 3, 4 other pitchers that are going to step up and finish the game for the winning team here. So got to find those late bullpen arms early in the season. And with it being an out-of-conference game, it's a good time to figure out who you have maybe in a tough situation. So, again, those are the Meineke Fleet keys to the game.
Yeah, what makes Meineke the smart choice for your fleet? Solutions to meet the needs of any fleet, including fleet leasing, being self-managed, some rental agencies. Meineke is proud to sponsor with the Meineke Fleet keys to the game. Well, Ryan?
Well, I would say this game is probably a little bit more special for me and Hunter, just because this group that you see graduating here for North Henderson they were the 6th grade group on our first ever Apple Valley middle school baseball team when we started.
And 7th.
And 7th. What? Wait.
Yeah.
No, right. Stash Spear.
No, Dylan was.
Well, that was the second season.
Okay.
I mean, Dylan Kleineck, he was on our second team, but the first ever inaugural middle school team, this is the last of them. Mason Gasperson, who just committed to Caldwell Community College and Technical Institute yesterday. So congratulations to Mason. And I think Coach Deaton, head coach of Caldwell, might be stopping by today. I talked to him before the game via the phone. But again, it's crazy. You see these kids from 11 years old, and now they're going to be graduating and trying to go out into the real world. You got Alex Hanna, Stash Spear, and Mason Gasperson, that crew in particular. It's just known them for a long time at this point. And then on the other side, some of these boys over here, got a chance to help them out the last couple years. Drew Yelton, I remember when we saw him, even before his freshman season, he came out to do a filming at Brevard College, and he was already 80-81, which is some interesting stuff. And I told him back then, if you keep this up, there's going to be some good opportunities for you down the road. And he took good advice and worked his butt off, and he's going to be a D1 baseball player next year. Jake Lyles, he's another one that I really enjoy on this side. I worked with him for a couple years. He went from about 74 miles per hour all the way up to 82 in a year, working his butt off. Now he's going to Caldwell as well. He'll be joining Gasperson over there. And it looks like we're going to have the coaches meeting. Again, 2 very well-respected coaches. I know Justin King was Coach of the Year in 2022, I believe. And then Fowler, I'm sure he's got some Coaches of the Years racked up at this point. Been here for 20 years. He's always been one of the best supporters for what we're doing. We appreciate both these coaches. They know that we're trying to figure out a way to make recruiting more accessible and more affordable for our mountain boys. They're in full support of the broadcast. They're excited about the changes that we've made. Again, Coach Street, Hunter Street here can tell you a little bit about Coach King and just his evolution too, his personality. I mean, there's always been some similarities, but what are the biggest changes you've seen in Coach King's from when you were a young kid?
I mean, Coach King's definitely mellowed out a lot over the years, and he's finally come around in a lot of things. But that's just knowing him. He cares about his players more than any guy out here on this field. He has supported me ever since I graduated in 2018, played under him, and didn't see a lot of the field unlike some of these guys, but he has supported me in all my endeavors, whether it was going to Blue Ridge, graduating from the University of Georgia. He's always kept up with me and asking what he's doing. I know he has alumni meals every single holiday season. Sometimes it's Thanksgiving, sometimes it's Christmas. Like, he truly cares about the players, and he cares about the players on the other side of the field too. Like, I guarantee you, Coach Fowler's the same way. If these guys have a combined almost 40 years of head coaching experience, like, these guys are like what makes Western North Carolina baseball what it is. So they really excited to see this matchup on opening day. Wish we could see this matchup more than we do, but
Used to be in the same conference back in the day, right?
Way back in the day.
Yeah. Well, no, I think North was a 2A at that point. Let me ask you, did we upload the coaches polls? We did not. Oh, it's a bummer. Well, if you're listening, if you hop on our Instagram or Twitter and scroll around a little bit, we released our coaches polls over the last couple of days. It was awesome. Like, we reached out. We're focusing on 10 conferences, 4A through 1A, that we consider Western North Carolina. And we reached out to every single coach, and we had 70 of the 72 coaches reply. For one of the schools that didn't reply, we had a player rep, so technically only one school wasn't represented, but it allowed us to create a little bit of preseason competition, get an idea of what the coaches think of the competition within their, just again, there's going to be a little S talking. This is what it's coming down to, and I've already seen it on social media, and that's what we were going for. It was a little, just to make it a little interesting. So in the Foothills 7, East Rutherford received all the first place votes, but R-S Central is a steady second. And you probably guessed who's third. It's the other Rutherford County team, Chase. Now, I think Patton moved up a little bit. I want to say they might have been fifth in this.
I think they're fifth.
Yeah, so I know Hendersonville was at the bottom, and they're a little pumped up. They want to prove some people wrong. I know Ethan Milner's confident. He thinks that he's going to help lead them deeper in the playoffs this year. Bad news the other day, I heard that Brevard lost their last year's starting catcher. Cullen Rogers is having a surgery. He's a good kid, but had a football injury, I think, that lingered, and he had to get surgery. So the USC Aiken graduate, Jordan Brown, might be moving behind the plate, and that could be very dynamic because that kid's real good. And he's been known as like a center field type. He's really strong, but if that kind of athleticism can play behind the plate, that kid might end up being a D1 guy one day, a transfer. I don't know much about Patton. I haven't seen him play. Polk, we got a chance to see, Gunnar Alm in center field. Noah Harden is another infield outfielder for them. Some left-handed hitters in the lineup, but still relatively young. So I think we'll see probably a similar Rutherford County finish at the end of the season with Chase, R-S, and ER, or East Rutherford, fighting for it at the top. In the Mountain 7, Tuscola took 6 of the first place votes, and North Henderson got a first place vote. I want to say it was Tuscola first, West Henderson second, Pisgah third, North fourth, Franklin fifth, Smoky sixth, and East Henderson seventh. But I'm telling you, don't sleep on those. Don't sleep on East and Smoky this year. I'm not saying they're going to kick the doors down, but they're going to be much improved. They got new coaching staffs.
Yeah.
They're motivating those guys to
Coach
get up early.
Over at East.
The thing I like about Coach Sumner is that, and again, this is no offense to the public school coach or the public school employee coach, but Coach Sumner is one of maybe 2 or 3 coaches in West North Carolina that's not a public school employee. So I think that gives him some more flexibility with his time and what he can do for building the program. And it might open the door for some other good coaches out in the community that aren't necessarily public school teachers. So, but we're going to go ahead and wrap it up here for the pregame show because we got the national anthem starting here soon.
We will begin now by introducing the players for both these squads. For North Henderson, doing the catching, number 1, Dylan Kleinhurt.
There you go.
And shortstop, number 2, Mason Gasperson. On the mound, number 7, Stash Spear. And third base, number 15, Alex Hanna. And first base, number 8, Mason Payton. Center fielder is number 4, Hannah Cameron. In right field, number 18, Dalton Osteen. At second base, number 5, Gavin Howard. And in left field, number 6, Austin Rivard. Other members for North Henderson Knights are number 10, Blake Taylor, number 14, Ryland Cunningham, number 20, Patrick McCormick, number 23, Isaac Ellis. North Henderson is coached by head coach Justin King. His assistants are Keith Allison, Ryan Stempert, Will Townsend, and now, ladies and gentlemen, for the R-S Central Hilltoppers, number 1, Landon Whitley. Number 2, Bowen Pruitt. Number 3, Jake Lyles. Number 4, Carter Austin. Number 6, Kane Hodel. Number 7, Chase Gibbon. Number 8, Nathan Payne. Number 9, Simon Sheehan. Number 10, Hunter Bob Lowry. Number 13, Alex Beavers. Number 14, Ryland Holly. Number 16, Reagan Holly. Number 17, Drew Yelton. Number 22, Zane Lovin. And number 24, Christian Walker. Hilltoppers are coached by head coach Chad Fowler. His assistants are Sam Hooper, Kevin Weldon, Wesley Smith, and Jace Crow. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we would like to ask that you rise for the marching on of the colors and playing of the national anthem. Today's color guards consist of Cadet Smith, Correction Sims, Cadet Carter, Cadet Landry, and Cadet Kemp. Please hold your position. Big thank you for the junior ROTC here at R Central. Let's play ball.
I love a good play ball call. Good work, good work. So, yes, there are a few players missing from the basketball team for North. I think Ezekiel Ibarra was one of them. He was a good contributor as a freshman last year. And not sure if R-S is missing anybody or not.
Defensive lineup for your R-S Central Hilltoppers. Playing second base, number 2, Colin Pruitt. In center field is number 1, Linda Whitney. In right field, number 3, Jake Lyles. At first base, number 10, Hunter Lowry. Third baseman is number 7, Jace Gibbon. In left field, number 27, Christian Walker. At shortstop, number 4, Carter Austin. Doing the catches, number 14, Ryland Holly. And on the mound for the Hilltoppers,
Well,
number 17.
about to get started here. I want to bring on our first inning sponsor, Bloom Patch Farms. Bloom Patch Farms is located in Hendersonville, North Carolina, offering over 300 dahlia varieties for spring planting. And they provide floral design services. VIP cutting and floral tours are booking on the weekends from March through November. Contact us 828-772-1798 and visit our social media page. You can find them on the screen. Facebook at Bloom Patch Farm and Instagram at Bloom Patch. We want to thank Coach Sumner's wife, who's over there at East. She runs Bloom Patch Farms, and she's been gracious enough to be our first inning sponsor this year. So we're super excited to have her on the farm as our first inning sponsor this year. Thank you to Miss Sumner. Well, Ryan?
I love how you're doing like Bloom Patch Farms about all these beautiful dahlias and flowers. There's like Metallica playing in the background. That gets you pumped up for buying flowers and corsairs and bouquets like some Metallica. Well, Drew Yelton on the bump. Really excited to see him pitch. Again, he's one of my favorite young arms to keep an eye on. He's just got elite stuff when it comes to the changeup and the horizontal break, and the fastball the same way. And you know, lefties always get a couple more miles per hour to play with. The starter for Western Carolina yesterday was a lefty that was 85 to 87. And that's probably where you'll see Drew is about 85 to 87 with the fastball. It's probably starting to climb once the weather heats up. But it's the movement and the just the stuff, the spin that really gets him the attention and got him an opportunity like College of Charleston. And he's a humble kid, too. The thing I like about Drew is if you show up at a lot of the local junior college games, like he'll be out there rooting on his buddies that graduate ahead of him. Speaking of a good young prospect, Dylan Klein, really good runner, 6'6" runner, doing the catching tonight, but he's also a very solid outfielder, going to be doing some pitching for Coach King this year, too. Dylan, had some early interest in doing the pre-dental stuff, maybe getting into dentistry. But again, open to junior college, open to 4 years. I think everybody's just looking for their best opportunity right now, especially economically. School's just tough to pay for. When all the older kids are getting the athletic money, a lot of freshmen are or graduating seniors are starting to go look at junior college. 86 on the gun there for Drew. I'm a little off center, so maybe add a mile per hour or two. Bounces one there. Good job by Kleinex. And again, that's part of the Meineke Fleet keys of the game is, take advantage early on. So be patient. 2-1 count here. Have your spot. Know what you're looking for, but don't be chasing. You want to make a pitcher like Yelton throw as many pitches as he has to. Good take there. And you can kind of see the run on the fastball. That's what gives Drew an advantage over a lot of hitters, especially on the righties when it's fading away like that. Ooh, that's strike 2. That is probably the top of the zone. I'm not going to argue with that, but young batters got to be careful and wait for the umpire's call because now the strike zone is probably an inch or two larger. Here's the delivery. Bounces it. Ball 4. Kleineck swiftly down to first base. And that's exactly what North Henderson's going to need to do is force Yelton to come into the zone. And And if Yelton establishes fastball early, he'll get more whiffs on that changeup, on that curveball, because they're not going to be able to they're going to be cheating to catch up with the fastball. See Keith Allison over there in the first base box. Big fan of Coach Allison, knows the game very well. His son Zach played college baseball at Brevard College.
It's a great angle there.
So we played with some different camera angles today. I think Hunter's been flashing through them a little bit. Nice pitch, good take. And again, I don't think Yelton's going to get swings on those good pitches like that until he establishes the zone. Right now, if I know Coach King, he might even be throwing take symbols out there or take signs out there. Pick off temp. Klonick is one to take a base. Yelton does a decent job of holding runners. Better than a lot of lefties I've seen around the western North Carolina mountains. You'd be surprised. Haven't seen an Andy Pettit type pickoff since Jared Penland graduated Tuscola. Good secondary by Klonick. Still, it's a good take. 1-1 count. He's waiting for fastball. Got Pruitt and Carter Austin up the middle. It's a very athletic group right there. Again, Colin Pruitt still looking for a college opportunity. Good lefty swinger. Not going to stand out as showcases. He's not 210 pounds or anything, but he's athletic. And if you watch him play, he does a lot of good things for you on the baseball field. He runs around the outfield well, too. I think if you're looking for a lefty bat, especially at that junior college level, Colin Pruitt's going to be a good one for you because he's going to play about 5-6 positions if you need it. So any JUCO guys out there, small school guys still looking for some middle talent. Umpire called timeout. Spooked by the baseball noise. It's all right. Well, we got through our glitches on Friday during the scrimmage. Oh my Lord, did we make some mistakes? Bounces one on the curveball. Good job by Klonick to read the pitch count. It's 3 off, or read the pitch selection. It's 3 off speed in a row. Even though it's a 2-1, he bet on himself there, thinking it might have been an off speed. Bounces it, and Klonick takes second without a throw. So walking a stolen base for Klonick. Some remnants of Braden Korn there. Gasperson, the recent Caldwell Tech commit, fouls one back into the net.
Camera's good.
So we have a camera up on one of the posts near the net. So every time a ball hits the net, we learn if it was a good choice or not. And apparently the camera is still functioning. So here's delivery. Safety swing by Gasperson, pokes it down the right field line, foul. Good idea by Gasperson. Probably just Yelton's got that natural fade on the fastball and the changeup. Gasperson's probably just looking to roll over, or not roll over, but stay behind one and push the ball on the ground to the right side. A lot of space over there. Pruitt holding Klonick at second. Little bit of left center field gap to play with. Oh, that one gets away from Yelton, goes all the way to the backstop. Gasperson hard down the first base line on ball 4. That'll be a wild pitch that gets Klonick over the third. Now there's first and third. Gasperson has wheels as well. Mason was the running back for North Henderson football team the last 2 or 3 seasons. I know he missed a season 2 years ago with a knee injury, but was fully recovered this year as one of the Knights' best offensive contributors on the football squad. Might be a good time to flash to the, what do you think, Patreon?
Yeah, Patreon, yeah.
Let's do it. Well, we'd start a Patreon. I don't even know if that's cool anymore, but I always thought it was a great idea. But if you want to help support Baseball University of the Blue Ridge, visit our Patreon at www.patreon.com/BB The more financial support Baseball University of the Blue Ridge can earn, the more coverage of Western North Carolina baseball we can bring you. The Western North Carolina College Tour Series, the High School Scout and Streaming Series, Legion coverage, weekly media content, highlight films, etc. Choose which tier is right for you at patreon.com/BB University WNC. Stash Spear, the starting pitcher, coming into the box trying to help himself. Right up on that batter's box line. That ball scoots under. Dylan Klonick read it very well. Gasperson unable to take the base. So pass ball scores Klonick from third. Gasperson could not see if the ball, because it trickled slowly through the catcher's legs and then slowly through the umpire's 5-hole. And it just kind of stood back on the R-S emblem here on the donut, on the batter's donut here. And Gasperson couldn't really quite pick up the ball. So 1 run is in. Curveball, inside corner. Good pitch, especially with Spear up hugging the line, or the batter's box line. Evens the count 1-1. Again, Gasperson with speed on first base. A lot of off speed early by Yelton. Pickoff attempt. And again, if I'm Yelton right now, go back to your fastball for a while. No one's hit you yet. It was a giveaway there, so go ahead and establish your zone, get your pitch count down, get some contact going. Your best fastball as a lefty is going to keep that runner in check too. New catcher behind the plate this year with Jacob White graduating, and Jacob is at Caldwell now. So big shoes to fill. Here's the throw down to second. It's going to be close, but Gasperson is in. So 2 stolen bases in the inning. Klonick in on the pass ball. Nobody retired. Base open at first, but with a 1-2 count, Yelton's probably going to go right after him here. Nice pitch. That curveball put the turn signal on and came right back over the outside corner for a backwards K.
That brings to the plate third baseman number 15, Alex Hanna.
And that brings everybody's favorite Alex to the plate, Alex Hanna. Team player, known him since he was a little guy. Always been at those North Henderson camps. Younger brothers in the starting lineup today as well, Cameron Hanna. Alex is going to be heading out to Rockingham next year, joining former teammate Bryce Davidson. Bryce threw a 1-hit complete game for Rockingham the other day. I'd say they're either playing Guilford Tech, maybe Southwest Virginia. I forget who they were playing, but Bryce Davidson's been working really hard since graduation. He's up touching high 80s, touching 90 now at Rockingham. Big body, hitting the weights. And Alex Hanna was always one to look up to Bryce as a mentor, as Bryce looked up to Nate Toney as a mentor, and that kind of explains the whole leadership captain's pipeline that Coach King has created here at North Henderson. There's just our better guys in the past have always influenced the next captain, and you know those guys stay in touch. It's a good family atmosphere in that North Henderson program. Pickoff attempt, nope. Yelton ends up holding on to the baseball. So Gasperson at second. Still only 1 out now with the strikeout to Stash Spear. Yelton delivers. Ball high. 2-2 count. So a lot of kids are into the junior colleges right now because trades are very popular again. Well, here I am saying don't go to the off speed. That's 2 strikeouts with a curveball looking. So maybe don't listen to me, Drew. Now we got a lefty-lefty matchup here. Peyton Maven. Peyton will be getting the start on the bump tomorrow versus East Rutherford. I was hoping to maybe get a look at him tonight, but it's okay. Got to spread those arms out a little bit. Swing and a miss. Challenge him with the heat. Peyton was an all-state pitcher last year in the 3A. Had an incredible run, just racking up strikeouts, has a very unique release point, a lot of IVB. And he's still raw. Like, that's the thing, is he's all state with stuff. You know, he hasn't really been molded yet. So he gets into the right program, gets on the right throwing program, takes care of his arm health. He's got a chance to be a guy. 84 in the bump. Gasperson was off on the play, but stops about halfway, turns around, retreats, and is able to return safely into second base. So 84 off the bump there for Yelton. He's been 84 to 86 with the fastball. Again, I'm about maybe 15, 20 degrees off the home plate, so you might want to add a mile per hour to it. Just using a stalker radar gun. Curveball, 74. Off the end of the bat, pop up. Technically a foul pop. So the FO5, foul out to the third baseman.
Hilltoppers are coming back.
Well, North Henderson grabs the lead with a pass ball unearned run. We head into the bottom of the first. It'll be Yelton, Pruitt, and Whitley. Probably a good time to mention our first inning sponsor again, Bloom Patch Farms. Bloom Patch, let me tell you, it's that time of year. Everybody's hitting the garden. Everybody's getting their hands dirty and, trying to plant beautiful flowers and dahlias and whatever you can think of. So, Hunter, take it away.
Yeah, I mean, it's formal season. Prom season's coming up. Got to get your corsage and boutonnieres. Practicing my French here today, Ryan. But yeah, get on over to Miss Sumner at Bloom Patch Farms in Harrisonville. 300 dahlia varieties all spring long. Floral design services as well. VIP cutting and floral tours, booking on the weekends from March through October. Give Miss Sumner a call at 828-772-1798. That's 828-772-1798. Or visit her social media pages, Facebook at Bloom Patch Farm and Instagram at Bloom Patch. You can see it on your screen right there. And shameless plug to Canva and Coach Cook for buying Canva and letting me experiment on it. Got some cool little graphics up here for you guys. You can see a first inning sponsor with all the inning sponsors. We'll have a little corner bug in the upper right-hand corner. And what you just saw will be the half screen sponsor thing. So, yeah, head to the bottom of the first, sponsored by Bloom Patch. And
All right, here come
the Hilltoppers.
Well, I just got a text message from our home team sponsor that was Sakura, so I'm going to head downstairs real quick because I think they got some food for us. So, Hunter, take away the play-by-play.
Oh, this ought to be good. Drew Yelton up to the plate for the Hilltoppers. Ooh, ball way inside. Bouncing the ball to first. Maven gets it. Called foul. He's a 1-1 count for Yelton. Yelton, a prospect to look for the Hilltoppers. Mentioned earlier in our video. Strong lefty. Drive the ball deep. For the pitch. Ball back inside. 2-1. Stash should be on the mound for the Knights. Struggling to find command early, but he's got what it takes. I remember coaching him way back in the day in middle school, and he is definitely a learner, that is for sure. Back in the count, another foul. Looking for that backdoor slider curve here from number 7, seeing what he can get to on Yelton here. The full count. Ryan's back up in the booth with the pitch. Ball low. Not a good start for Stash and the Knights.
Next up, the Hilltoppers, second baseman, number 2, Pruitt.
Senior Colin Pruitt up to the plate for the Hilltoppers. Another lefty. They seem to be stacking lefties early in the lineup here at R-S Central.
That's good baseball right there, though. Is that Pruitt?
That was
So there's Colin Pruitt, like we were talking about on the pregame show. He's our 2025 commit in this game. We're still trying to push. Good young ball player. Hunter, look at this. This is Sakura. I know I might have to figure out a way to put this on. No, we're not messing with that.
We might cut to it.
We might cut to it, but
we'll see.
My gosh, I might have to take a picture of this. But Sakura Japanese Food, again, they're taking care of us today. They're our home team sponsor. Brought us some sushi up here. I was going to ask, she handed it to me and got right back to the stands. I was going to ask her if she wanted to come up and give some commentary, but I think she's a little camera shy. It's all good. But, man, I can't even touch this yet. Probably wouldn't speak for like 3 innings. Chewing it, eating. Pass ball here, gets past Kleinek, and that's going to send, I guess, did Drew get on? All right, how did Drew get on?
Yelton got walked.
Yep, and then a sack bunt for
Full count
Pruitt.
walk.
Whitley, I'll tell you what, Whitley came down to our Cleveland prospect filming back in November, and he had the highest exit velos of all the prospects that day. He got up to 97. And that's BP with decent baseballs. You know, it's not necessarily pearls. So this kid, I mean, he don't necessarily look, maybe 175, 170. He's still got some weight to gain, but there's a lot of power in this one. Nice pitch by Spear there. That's Stash's go-to. He's got that low 3/4 slider.
Out number 2, and that brings up the right fielder, number 3, Jake Lyles.
Jake Lyles, probably going to college more for pitching, but here he is in the 4-hole tonight playing right field. Jake's a good athlete, gained about 10 miles per hour on his fastball over the last year and a half. Control artist, too. Kid can fill it up when he's really on. Locate his curveball and changeup. But right now, he's trying to be the offensive provider, up and in. Evens it up.
It will. It does a lag like that sometimes.
1-0 here, bottom of the first. Stash Spear delivers. Ooh, close. Just missed outside. 2-1 count. So 2 outs here. Kleinek going to be blocking up hard. And again, we got ourselves a turf donut or a turf batter circle here. So it'll be true hops. Everybody got to be blocking up. No pass balls. Nice pitch. Good. 2-1 count. I don't know where Lyles saw he was going. There's only 2-1 count. I think. 2-2? Okay. So that was just a curveball. Got in his head a little bit there. Here's the pitch. Ground ball. Middle. Gasperson fields cleanly. Throws across the Maven. Up. Little tied up. Is Lyles down? Is he okay? Might have landed. He come down on Maven's foot. Lyles might be hurt. Not what you want to see in your first game of the year. You want to definitely try to get through these first couple games healthy. So we'll see. He's walking off on his own power.
Don't forget to go by the concession stand. They've got a lot of good food in there. Tonight we got some chicken tenders and we got some chicken and rice from Securus to go by. They also got hamburgers, hot dogs, fries, nachos. They put chili on everything if you want it. They got all kinds of drinks, suckers, candy. You name it, that's the best concession stand in Western North Carolina. Well, in North Carolina. So go by and see them.
Woo!
Good to eat.
Bold claims by the RSPA announcer, but I'll take him up on it.
I remember when I played here, we come over here, we were excited, man. We got burgers.
Say they just claim to have the best concession stand in not just Western North Carolina, but North Carolina.
It's a very valid.
I know Coach King at North was proud of his last year. They started the fried bologna sandwiches and walking tacos. All right, so we get back here in the second inning. Looks like Yelton's coming on for his second inning of work. That means it's time for our second inning sponsor. Hale Tax Solutions is the official tax preparer of Baseball University of the Blue Ridge. In business since 1997, Hale Tax Solutions International is headed by former IRS agents that understand the tax system's complexities and can guide you to your maximum returns. They perform all categories of tax returns, including personal, corporate, trust, estates, and nonprofits. They also offer bookkeeping services, consulting, and can be your representation at state or federal audits. With tax season in full swing, give Hale Tax Solutions International a call at 828-435-6082 today to schedule your return. They are the official tax preparer of Baseball University of the Blue Ridge. I always enjoy going over to do business with the Hales. It's a husband and wife team. They know that R-S system inside and out. They're always making me think further about how I can save money for myself, making sure I don't forget any little thing when it comes to claiming expenses, et cetera, et cetera. So definitely glad to have them on board. Good family business. All right. Well, we got the younger Hanna brother, Cameron Hanna, up at the plate. Cameron is a sophomore, I believe. Yep, Cameron
Correct.
making varsity as a sophomore. Cameron's come a long way. I think he was on – did he make one of our middle school teams? Or was that maybe the next year? I was going to say him and Alex are 2 years apart.
I think that was the year right after.
So it was probably the year after we left. Whew, that's a hard one right there to make contact with. I'll tell you, Drew Yelton's curveball is definitely on today.
And goes down strikes for out number one.
But I'd be interested to see his pitch count. I don't have a game changer in front of me. What's you got a Drew Yelton pitch count down there?
Yeah, it's 30. It's on the board.
30. Oh, you got up on the board?
Next up, number 18, Dalton Osteen, right fielder.
This is the best concession stand, the best scoreboard operator, best field. R-S Central always does us well. I'll tell you what. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. I remember that. And I don't think that's the first time he's won it. I think he's taken it home a couple times in those 20 years.
And we got the best police officer.
Another strike three on a curveball. Osteen, quick work. And again, I will say North Henderson has done a good job of trying to ramp up that pitching count. However, their second inning has been a little bit more futile. So Drew Yelton doing a better job being efficient with his pitches this inning. Gavin Howard at the plate playing second base. A lot of young kids getting a shot today. New starters here, especially with a couple basketball players out. Another curveball for a strike. And that is a striking out of the side. So 1-2-3 inning. Drew Yelton has a much more efficient second inning. Heck, I feel like we just finished our Hale Tax Solutions ad like 10 seconds before that last guy.
Already back with it.
So, why don't you show them the social media stuff real quick?
Okay, yeah. Let's go read up
I'll
a
say
little bit.
just want to remind everybody, Hunter's going to tell you a little bit about the social media we try to start up this year.
Yeah, guys. Well, finally getting Ryan in the 21st century with certain social medias. We got, all of them listed on your screen right here. So if you want to stay connected to Baseball University of the Blue Ridge across all platforms, like and subscribe on YouTube at www.youtube.com/@BBUniversityWNC. If you're watching this, we appreciate you. I know we're having some technical difficulties and it's not getting a full stream the entire time, but we're pushing it out, trying to get as best we can, and thanks to your support and helping us. We got Starlink out here, multiple cameras, so we're at the mercy of the satellites. So thank you for watching us on YouTube. Like us on Facebook, Baseball University of the Blue Ridge. Follow us on X, which is formerly Twitter, and Instagram at BBUniversityWNC. And check out our website at www.baseballu.org. We're on every platform, everywhere. Stay in tune. Ryan posting a lot of cool graphics. Got him on Canva, so he's been doing a lot of stuff. The what do you call those things?
What's
the
that?
Conference polls, the coaching polls,
coach.
the
And we're doing
players'
power
story,
rankings,
power
all sorts of
rankings,
crazy
you name
stuff.
It. So big shout out to our social medias here.
Leading off for us here in Barber's sector. First baseman, number 10, Hunter Lowry.
Hunter Lowry playing first base. I believe Hunter's a senior. Hunter had some big hits in that Brevard game that we covered last year. I want to say he went opposite field gap on a double. He's got a little bit of pop in that left-hand swing. Looks a little bit more fit this year, too. I was going to say, he looks so like just, yeah, look at another good swing up the middle for Lowry. So he looks, I don't know if he's got any college interest, but it's a left-handed swing. It looks pretty fit there.
Third baseman, number 7, Chase Gibbons.
Jace Gibbons, another new name for us, getting a starting opportunity with some of those graduates moving on. Remember when we covered the game last year, Harrison Jackson had a real solid game, took home the CamWood Bats player of the game. Someone's going to have to step up and fill Harry's shoes. He's doing well down at Caldwell. Stash Spear with the throw over to first. Nice little save by Maven on the bounce throw. So bottom of the lineup here is a number 6 hitter. Stash Spear, he's got some natural sink on his fastball. He would love a ground ball opportunity here. Not sure what Gibbons' speed is out the box, but it's corner there, evens it up. So North Henderson looking pretty straight away, trying to squeeze the gaps just a little bit. Strike on the corner. I'll say that's probably about as far out as you're going to get for a call today. Way outside there. And Stash Spear heading to Surrey next year. Thoughts and prayers for Coach Collins at Surrey. I know he's struggling with some illness right now. Good coach. Kids very much respect him. Surrey's been doing really well. They're actually one of the most winningest college teams in North Carolina the last few seasons. Got a lot of Western North Carolina on Surrey's team. We got Abram Appel from Franklin, Leighton McMahon from Asheville Christian. He's a Haywood County boy. Hayden Jenkins from Ashe County, up near Boone, Jefferson City. Ball 4. Stash Spear with the free pass, creating a little trouble for himself here in the beginning or the bottom of the second. Christian Walker is a recent transfer from Gaffney High School in South Carolina. I believe he's heading to Montreat College next year. He's going to be a good arm for Coach Fowler's staff here as well. Squares the bunt, pulls back. Kleinick throws down to second, and he has got him! Great defensive heads up by DK behind the plate.
Runner picked off at second for out number 1.
And it's funny because, yes, it was a ball on the call, but I thought he bunted through it as well. He deked his own runner. Like he offered that bunt enough to deke his own runner. That's where Kleinick pops up and is able to get that ball to Gasperson. So good heads up by the middle there. Kleinick to Gasperson, 2-6 on the pickoff. And again, these are the early season mistakes you make that, don't necessarily drive the coach crazy yet. You're going to have a practice about it tomorrow or next week or whenever you got time. Pop up center field here. Oh, has trouble finding it. Oh, no, and that ball is lost in the lights. And only going to be a single. I guess we call it a single. Lost in the lights. Are you going to call it an E? There's always the weird rules on that, like a kid comes, if it don't touch the glove, your official scores error. What? I need like a major league scorekeeper up in here to explain that. I've always heard that if they kind of lose in the lights, they're going to go ahead and call it a hit. There's usually got to be like a realistic effort there, hitting the glove, going for it. There's a strike. So Spear, even though the ball was lost up in the lights, Spear's not in a ton of trouble yet after the pickoff by Kleinick. Everybody only advanced 1 base on that. Ball up high. So again, 1 out with the pickoff of Lowry. Gibbons on second, who walked. Walker on first with the lost in the lights single. That brought back some memories of West Henderson versus North last year when they were fighting for conference. It was such a close game. I want to say North actually had the lead, and there was 2 fly balls to left field that were lost in the lights that were very playable that dropped that ended up being the difference maker in that game. It might just be one of those practices where you call everybody back late, turn on the lights, pull out the hack attack, and just fire fly balls up into the blinding lights and teach them all how to find it. Brings Carter Austin to play. Carter's a great shortstop, working on his physicality, smart baseball IQ, very smart ball player, still a singles guy, trying to jump up on his offensive game a little bit this year. Wants to go to college for welding, for a trade guy. Most of our North Carolina JUCOs have welding. Him and I talked a little bit about the apprentice school up near the Naval Yard. For some of you kids listening that want to get into trades, apprentice school is a four-year school. You got to be pretty good at math, but it's like underwater welding and big-time trade stuff, especially working on big ships. A lot of money to be made in that. It's Carter with a full count. 1 away. Crowding that plate. Here's the pitch. Swing and a pop fly off to the right side. Foul. Lands up in the batting cage. Making these pitchers work a little bit. 34 pitches now for Stash Spear. 36 on the board up there for Yelton. Swing and a miss. That's a big strikeout for Stash Spear. And again, this goes back to the fleet keys of the game with these good teams. You got to take advantage of the opportunities they're giving you. You don't necessarily need the single there, but it's the first game of the season. Just try to get that ball in play, make them get you out. You got a little bit of speed. That brings the number 9 hitter, Rylan Holly. I think I said that right. Rylan Holly, the plate, doing the catching. Ooh, up and in. As you get older, you kind of learn to let that one just hit you. I was going to say that it's one of those ones that rides up. You just learn to stay in there and let that one hit your shoulder, go down to first base as the 9 hitter. Give the top of your lineup a chance. But it's okay. We'll see. Quick little visit to the mound here by the new pitching coach. I believe this is, I just met him today. I can't remember his name.
Ryan Stimpert.
What do we got? Ryan Stimpert. I got to get a bio on him. I've heard good things. I want to say he played ball somewhere back in the day, but I'm glad he's on Coach King's staff. I know they've been looking for a good pitching guy ever since yours truly left. But, it's all good. Stash Spear with the delivery. Good take. That's a tough take right there. Riding up in the zone, top of the zone. 2-0 on the 9 hitter. First and second. It'd be nice for Spear to go ahead and end the inning here without turning it over to the top. Man, I'll tell you, we got to be fair to our away team sponsor today, Wrights, but God bless Sakura, because I'll tell you what, I've been crushing sushi in between play calls here, and it's hitting hard. It's hitting about as hard as that HBP. And again, Sakura, our home team sponsor, they got a few restaurants located here in Rutherfordton County. They got the hibachi too, I think, but I went with the sushi, so it's a good choice either way. Well, that HBP creates some life and opportunity here for the Hilltoppers with Drew Yelton coming up to the plate. Drew trying to help himself here, see if he can tie the game and get back out for one more inning. Stash Spear going from the windup, probably the runner on third and get himself a good secondary, probably scoring a pass ball, ground ball, shortstop. Oh, a little bobble. Mason Gasperson takes it. Nope. Oh, wow. Gasperson with the bobble. recovers, gets to second base. I'll be honest, I thought that Holly, or maybe that was a pinch runner, I'm not sure, but I thought he was in by just a scotch.
Wow.
But they're going to go ahead and call him out. They're going to go ahead and call him out, so we're going to call that a fielder's choice, 6 unassisted. No runs on 1 hit, or excuse me, 2 hits, a 1 walk, and HBP. The pickoff at second base for the first out of the inning, coming back to haunt the Hilltoppers there, leaving 3 on board. Nothing to show for it. So now we head into the top of the third. Again, want to thank Hail Tax Solutions. We tried to film something the other day. I thought this was real clever when we were over there. I was doing my taxes. They have nail files with their logo and brand on it, and I thought that was clever. File your taxes, fingernail file. But again, make sure you look up Hail Tax Solutions. Good people. If I'm going to do my taxes there for this might be 3-4 years in a row, and I don't plan on going anywhere else, please make sure you look them up. April 15th is tax day, so anytime before then. But even if you're going to file your taxes late, if you have if you run a business, again, bookkeeping, make sure you get with them. They're trying to help you get the most money back that you can. So Hail Tax Solutions. And then going into the third inning.
By the American Legion Post 70. American Legion Post 70 is a proud to sponsor Baseball University. The Cardinal Baseball program will host their first day of tryouts on March 23rd at 4 p.m. at West Henderson High School. Interested players are required to attend one of our tryouts with more dates to come. Be sure to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. And for more information, reach out via one of those socials and mention Coach Chris Decker and the Cardinal Baseball program. Thank you to the American Legion Post 70 for being our third inning sponsor.
Very obvious.
American Legion Post 70, American Legion Baseball. The American Legion World Series is actually held in North Carolina, just down the road in Shelby. Fortunate enough to have been in attendance a few times. It's a very cool thing, and seeing American Legion Baseball back at Post 70 again, like Coach Chris Decker, know him very well, so excited for their sponsorship of our Scout Streaming Series.
It's Austin Brevard. We talked about him in our pregame with the prospects to scout. Young kid, a little bit of baby deer still, but the thing I like about him is he's taking it seriously. On the younger kids on the team, I really see him trying to figure out this game. He's a utility guy this year. He's going to go just about wherever Coach King tells him. Drew's still sporting good velo. It's 84. Again, might be 85, 86. I'm just a little off on the angle here, a little off to the side. There's a strike. 1-1. I'll say Austin. I think this is the relationship. I want to say Austin is cousins of former North Henderson alumni Matt Reimer. I want to say he's related to the Reimers. So again, a lot of family lineage up through North Henderson, Edneyville even, back to the Yellow Jackets. Nice curveball, good take by Brevard. Say he must have been watching the last inning. So good for the young man to catch that. We'll see if he can catch up to this one. Not quite. Fastball. Knew it was coming. So 4 straight strikeouts for Drew Yelton.
That brings us back to the top of the lineup. Now batting number 1, Dylan Kleinick.
Dylan Kleinick scored the only run of this game so far. Walked in the first, stole second, went to third in a wild pitch, and scored on a pass ball. Again, very reminiscent of the Braden Korn days. I was really glad to see Braden Korn at the Western Carolina game yesterday. He spent some time talking to the players that we brought up before the game, just about his experience and how hard it is to get to Division I baseball. And then Braden had a great game, 2 for 3, RBI hit by pitch, sack bunt. That kid just takes extra bases. And Dylan Kleinick's got a little bit of that in him. Braden's one of those once-in-a-lifetime players, but Dylan's got the speed, and he's starting to get the extra bases and hitting the gym. Also a very good track player or track runner, runs a lot of track, whatever track player. Participant of track and football too. Football has been his new sport this past year, and he ended up really enjoying it. Well, Yelton has been just about as dominant as you can be since the pass ball, wild pitch miseries of the first inning.
Out number 2.
And I think Yelton has just found himself a different level right now. That's 5 Ks in a
Number
row.
2, Mason Gasperson.
Here comes Gasperson again. We mentioned his Caldwell commitment earlier. Did we upload that one? Nope, didn't upload that one. All right, we'll be announcing. We got some new flashy graphics that we've started doing for our commitment stuff. So probably tomorrow morning we'll go ahead and release Mason Gasperson's commitment announcement. Again, glad that he's heading over to Caldwell with Coach Deaton. All right. Little break in the action here as Mason goes down to chat with Coach King at third for a second. Oh, 1 count. 2 down. Nobody on. Yelton moving quick, too. He was sitting there ready for Gasperson to jump back in. He's getting his sign. Getting right back up on that bump. I love that in pitchers. Like, pedometer level, low. Like, don't walk. I hate a pitcher that goes on a freaking journey. Not hate, but, a pitcher that goes on a journey after every pitch. Just get back up and throw. So, a little controversy here. Might be the makeup call we need. So, bounces 1. Gasperson says it hits him. Umpire says no. Now he's calling for some extra help. Oh, boy. Let's see what the conference results yield here. Well, good time to mention the CamWood Bats coupon.
Yeah.
Part of our partnership with CamWood, and again, we're excited to hand out our first CamWood Bats Player of the Game award. But if you use the coupon code BBUWNC, you can save yourself 10% on any purchases on CamWoodBats.com. The famous trainer bats are made famous by Tony Gwynn. Tees, tutorials, game bats, etc. Again, BBUWNC, when you check out, gives you a 10% discount on all purchases through the CamWood Bats website. I love it. Yelton is like, can we get in the box? Can we pitch, please? And again, that's part of what makes him special is he's not just a stuff guy. He knows how to pitch. He wants that ball. He wants to deliver. He don't like these pitch calls. He wants something. I'm wondering if he wants the curveball. It's been working for him the last 2 innings. Nope. Went straight heat. Where is that pitch? Ooh, boy, oh boy. So missed in there by just maybe a couple inches. We got a decent angle up here. I'll tell you, I can understand the angst of the crowd after that one. Yelton delivers. Goes heat again, 84, same spot, calls it this time. That is 6 straight strikeouts. 6 in a row for Drew Yelton. And that brings us to the bottom of the third. So American Legion, when they got those tryouts?
American Legion tryouts will be on March 23rd at 4 p.m. at West Henderson High School. Throw this up and see their social medias. American Legion Post 70 Asheville, North Carolina on Facebook. Admin at American Legion NC Post70.org. Give them an email, send your info. Mission Coach Chris Decker. Their website is American Legion NC Post70.org. If you need to give them a call, their phone number is 828-299-8463. No, Coach Chris.
Legion is back. It is back, and it's been strong for us. Post 70, we got a couple kids that are graduating that are going to Western on the team this year. We still got a couple of those 19-year-old eligible kids that are in college. They're coming back to play. I know Coach Decker wants the championship, and then we spoke about starting the Junior Legion back up next year. And I think this is a good opportunity to build the Legion programs in Western North Carolina and make it a recruiting tool for both the junior and senior level because Legion's free for post 70. So come try out, be part of community baseball, post 70 Asheville versus, post 82 Shelby. It's like or Cleveland, it's like, hey, that's real. That's a community. None of this Bombers versus Lightning travel team junk. It's over. Legion's coming back, and if we keep our high school and our Legion guys rolling, and just make sure everybody's on the same page with college recruiting, we can really help make better connections and communicate with coaches on their behalf through those leagues. So again, I know that's the goal of this broadcast, is to get the college coaches a chance to peek in on the high school guys during their own season. So I had a lot of good talks today. I was on the phone and texting with a lot of Region 10 junior college coaches. I feel like a lot of our underclassmen in this game have expressed an interest in JUCO. Again, here's Stash Spear. He's a junior college guy next year. That's strike one. A little bit of fade on it. All right. Here's the delivery. Big old leg kick from Spear. Goes with the off speed there. Strike two. Here's Pruitt. Pruitt had a sack bunt in the first, so technically 0 for 0. Ball in, 1-2 count. Again, Pruitt, athletic kid, not holding a ton of weight yet, but a left-handed hitter, can play multiple positions, got some speed to him. He was all-conference player last year. That was a close pitch. It was very close to the first strike they called, but evens it up 2-2. Stash Spear from the windup, delivers just outside. Full count now. He's been pitching Pruitt horizontally here, left and right. We'll see if he maybe elevates on one. Nope. Goes down and in. Ball 4.
Next up, the Hilltoppers is number 1.
Well, the Hilltoppers have had the leadoff runner on in all 3 innings so far, but have not been able to capitalize. Whitley up to the plate was a strikeout victim his first time. Again, Whitley with a lot of pop if he can get a hold of it. And he can play some small ball. He laid down a beautiful bunt against Brevard last year. Runner takes off, had a great jump on an off-speed pitch. Didn't really have a chance. Pruitt with the stolen base. So now with the runner on second, nobody out. Runner in scoring position opportunity. Again, this comes back to those Meineke Fleet keys to the game, taking advantage of run-scoring opportunities against those solid starting pitchers. After Drew Yelton gave up the unearned run in the first, he's been in lockdown mode with 6 straight Ks. Stash Spear's been doing a really good job as well. Oh, is that an HBP?
Whitley goes forth with a hit by pitch. Puts one first and second, go out. And makes matter. Number 3, Jake Lyle.
You a sushi fan? No.
Not a sushi fan.
Hunter Street is not a sushi fan. I just offered him some of this delicious Sakura. He doesn't know. He doesn't know he's missing. I'm sorry.
I want my fish cooked.
Yeah, well, again, sushi is it's one of my weaknesses. It's so delicious. It's just food. Just put food in front of me. I'm usually good.
Yeah, that's 15.
I think it's a good time to mention our.
All right, so wait, hold on. What's going on? Before you do that, was it Alex Hanna in the pitch? Sorry, there was a lot of chaos here. We were doing some wires and stuff. So what do we got? We got Alex Hanna on the bump for Stash Spear. I'm guessing Stash is fine. He probably just hit a pitch count. He's at 51, or he was probably at around 50 pitches. Alex Hanna had a lot of pitching opportunities last year as well, so he's a veteran. Hunter, go ahead.
Hit our travel home and away sponsors. Thank you to Asheville Thermoform Plastics for being our travel sponsor today. Helping us with some expenses, including gas, food, in some cases lodging. Help us with our gas down here today, and then lodging in a couple of weeks. So thank you to Asheville Thermoform Plastics for being our travel sponsor. Especially thank you to Sakura for being our home team sponsor. If you can see Ryan right here munching on this, using the chopsticks. They sponsor the RS prospects and recruiting and scouting and the effort that goes into contact coaches pregame, editing, posting highlights, and the whole shebang. Thank you to Sakura Japanese Restaurants for being our home team sponsor. Big thank you to Wright's Hearth Heat and Home and Wright's Fireplace for being our away team sponsor. Sponsoring time that it takes to edit and post highlights for North Henderson prospects and recruiting and scouting content on social media. So big thank you to those three for being our travel home and away team sponsors.
Number 3, Jake Wow.
Now, I know some players moved around here. It looks like Brevard moves into third. Hannah's on the mound.
Let's see.
Is that Stash in center field? So Stash Spear out in center field. Stash has worked really hard on his athleticism. He's had an amazing diving play against Franklin last year, I want to say, when he was playing left field. So hats off to Stash. Showing the athleticism to end up in center field.
Here, we're going to throw the scoreboard off real quick and change up some camera angles, see what we can get.
All right, so Jake Lyles, the number 4 hitter up, first and second. Squares the bunt, right back to the mound. Hannah over to first, out number 1. Great sacrifice bunt. And that's R.S. baseball right there. Your number 4 hitter is not afraid to put down a sac bunt. Love it. It's 1-4. Moves both runners up, so now second and third, 1 out. Brings Lowry up, who had a hard line drive single.
Hunter Lowry.
His last time up, so 1 for 1. He did end up getting picked off at second base in that inning as well. Here's the delivery by Hannah, inside corner, strike 1. Swing and a foul back. 0-2 quickly. So again, solid sac bunt by Jake Lyles. Gets both runners over. Lowry finds himself in an 0-2 count. Corner's about even with the bag. Middle back. Hoping for a double play opportunity. Wow, very close miss. 1-2 count. Blue's going to have to figure out those corners a little bit. All right, so 1-2 count. It's one of RS's best scoring opportunities of the day here. Swing and a miss. And that is strike 3. Nice job by Alex Hanna to pick up out number 2 after the sac bunt. Still have a base open. Gibbons with the walk last time. He was stranded at third. Again, RS left the bases loaded in the second. Left 1 run on in the first. Bounces 1. That's all the way to the backstop, and that's going to let the run score. So both runs have scored in this game on pass ball, wild pitches. So Pruitt in with the first run for R-S Central. And after Alex Hanna looked like he might be able to come in and shut down the rally, we have ourselves a tie score. So runner on third now. Alex Hanna still from the stretch. 1-0 delivery. Fouled off. 1-1. So Alex Hanna is the Zobrist of the mountains. He can play just about anywhere in the field, including up on the bump, as you see right here. The ball pops out of Kleinek's glove. However, Whitley's going to return to the bag. Just didn't get away from him enough for the runner to advance. And still early in this game, bottom 3. Dark sky, lights are in full effect on the field. Another foul back. 2-2 count. Walker on deck, who had a single with an assist from the lights in his first at bat. Big pitch here coming from Alex Hanna. Strike 3. Gets him looking. So Alex Hanna is able to stop the rally and keep this a 1-1 game. So North Henderson gives up the lead, but still plenty of ball game. Low-scoring game. This is kind of what we talked about early on in the pregame show is well-seasoned veterans on the bump. Try to take advantage of any opportunity you can. In this case, it's a pass ball, unearned run apiece. And it looks like Drew Yelton's going to come back out for one more inning. I wonder what his pitch count is. I think he's up to 51.
Yeah, that's what it looks like on the scoreboard.
We'll see. So this will probably be my guess. This will probably be his last inning either way if he makes it through. Usually don't see more than about 65 would probably be my max, depending on how well built up you are. Some pitchers do get a head start, depending on their program. They might be built up, but it's a long year. I was talking with a lot of coaches earlier in the season about some of their better arms. Some of them choose to use them as a closer the first couple weeks as they build their arms up to, finish the game. But, now we're going in the top of the fifth.
Top of the fourth.
Top of the fourth. So who's
Top
our
of the
fourth?
14th sponsor is Hauling Solutions and Grading. Andrew Casoria, owner of Hauling Solutions and Grading, is the guy to call for any kind of gravel, dirt, rock, topsoil, and more delivered to your home, business, or job site. Hauling Solutions and Grading has dump trucks large and or small enough to fit your needs. You also want to give him a call for any kind of grading services you need, such as driveways, culvert replacements, bank erosion, ditch work, building pads, and more. Andrew and his great team will take care of you. So I will throw up the half screen on here for y'all, and we can continue with the broadcast. Call or text Andrew at 828-776-9477 for a quote today, and let Hauling Solutions and Grading be your solution. You can see their website and their email and their Facebook on your screen right here.
Someone's going to need to deliver a big old haul here soon to break this tie game. Swing and a miss. I do need to give Andrew Casario and Hauling Solutions a call soon. I think like most people, post-Helene, we all got some new gravel we got to put down. I got to redo our driveway at some point, and I got a culvert too. Get some of that pea gravel. Plus, gardening season's coming up, so topsoil, compost, things along those ilk. All right, leadoff hitter here in the top of the fourth is Stash Spear, who's your new center fielder after starting the game on the bump. Ball 4, 82 on the gun, so Drew Yelton still got some velo, but it is starting to drop a little bit.
That brings plate number 15, Alex Hanna.
So I wonder where Yelton's leash is. He's at 56 pitches. Again, velo's still there, but probably down 2-3 miles per hour. Alex Hanna struck out looking his first at bat. North Henderson is technically still looking for their first hit. One unearned run. 3 walks taken, but no hits yet for North Henderson. Pickoff attempt. Close, but safe. How's all those camera angles been looking? Which one's your favorite today?
Right now we're on a double.
How's that one up on the pole doing?
It's doing good.
Yeah.
It's just a little awkward. Can't see first base from it, but
Gotcha.
Hey, it gets good infield coverage and good bunt coverage.
Ground ball, foul down the third base line.
We'll cut to that one on the pole. See, it's just a little awkward. Got to take off the scoreboard while you're trying to see the pitch, but that's okay.
Yeah, every stadium is going to offer a different setup, essentially. Some people have the metal backstop, some have the netting. I'm a former high school coach, so I will never touch another coach's netting. That's just a thing that drives me crazy when I show up at a field and I see somebody hanging their cameras on netting. Oof. But we bought these, again, with the help of our sponsors, we bought these really interesting grippers that are, I don't even know what type of material it is, but it allows us to like pretty much up ground ball third base, big old bouncer. Is he going to have enough time for 2? Probably not. Gets the one at second. So fielder's choice, 5-4. Alex Hanna is your lone base runner now with 1 out at first. That brings Peyton Maben to the plate. Looking thicker, looking stronger. Played some football this year, but I think he might be focusing on baseball moving forward. Great season as a left-handed pitcher last year. Good hitter, but again, when you're doing what you do on the mound, it's, especially with a left hand, it's understandable as to why you're getting recruited for pitching. Big old breaker, but just inside. 1-0. Again, Alex Hanna, good speed at first base. The other Hanna brother on deck. And I know that Maven's probably going to should be trying to be aggressive here and look for a pitch to drive, because the next 4 batters following him in the lineup all struck out against Drew Yelton the last time. So hopefully they're ready to make some adjustments. Pickoff attempt. Safe at first. Again, Rutherford County, beautiful area. Probably took me an extra 20 minutes to drive here today, though, because the old way we used to drive is still shut down from the floods back in late September. We used to cut down through Chimney Rock, Lake Lure area. Just missed. Say Holly hopped out of his squat thinking he had strike 3 there for his pitcher. So now strike 2. So 2-1 count. 2-1, sorry. So 1 out. Hanna takes his lead, delivers. Whoa! Right back towards our eyeballs. Big pitch here for Yelton. Especially with the bottom half of the lineup coming up. I'm not saying the bottom half of this lineup for North can't be competitive, but they were not the first time through. Strike 3. Maven's out. He's run down the first on the bounce, but the base is technically already occupied, even though the stolen base was happening. So strike 3 for Maven, but a stolen base for Hanna. So 2 outs, runner on second.
Next up, number 4, Cameron Hanna.
So we'll see if one Hanna can knock in another Hanna. And again, thank you to Asheville Thermoplastics. It's actually owned by the grandfather of the Hanna brothers. So again, we are appreciative of their help. They've been supporting us for years through other means as well. I remember this Asheville Thermoplastics helped us get behind the Edneyville Yellow Jackets when we started that travel team and feeder program a few years back after 2020. Way outside. But even on a waste pitch like that, how's it set up your next one? Maybe come in fastball inside now so you can get the ground ball. And Cameron Hanna just trying to be short to the ball. Got some space on the right side there. Ball in. 2-1 count. So it's interesting to see 2 brothers, 2 ninths of the lineup from the same family. All right, here's the pitch. Swing and a little bloop down the right field line. It is going to stay fair as a base hit. Alex Hanna's going to come around. There's going to be a play at the plate. He slides in safe. So Hanna knocks in Hanna. First hit of the game. Breaks open takes away the no-hitter. And it is 2-1 North Henderson. RBI. So again, that goes back to those Meineke Fleet keys of the game, like taking advantage of run scoring opportunities. That was a big hit, the first one of the day for the Knights, to switch the momentum of this game. Curveball inside. Yelton up to 69 pitches.
Let me know.
70 pitches, sorry. Can't see if anybody's down in the bullpen or not.
There is, I believe. Or he's about to send some guys.
Say a couple boys getting ready, running out to the bullpen there.
Ooh.
So we have ourselves a meeting at the mound, or are we doing a pitch and change? We'll see what Coach Fowler decides. In the meantime,
Shout out to Patreon. Want to help support Baseball University of the Blue Ridge? Visit our Patreon at www.patreon.com/bbuniversitywNC. The more financial support Baseball University of the Blue Ridge can earn, the more coverage of West North Carolina baseball we can bring you. That includes the West North Carolina College Tour Series, the West North Carolina High School Scout Streaming Series, which we're at right now, some American Legion coverage, weekly media content, highlight films, anything and everything. Choose which tier is right for you at www.patreon.com/bbuniversitywNC.
speaking of the WNC College Tour Series, next Saturday is our next stop. We're going to Montreat. It's NAIA baseball, folks. NAIA baseball is very competitive. It's different from the NCAA, their own set of rules, their own set of scholarships. Montreat's taking on Kentucky Christian. Again, I'm a big fan of the state of Kentucky. So we appreciate both coach and staffs giving us some time that day. So any players, no matter who you are, come on out. We'll introduce you to both staffs before the game, take a quick tour of Montreat. And that's the whole point of this college tour series, is to get kids out watching college baseball so that when we're doing the college recruiting process, you ain't in the dark. You actually been out and seen all the different levels and get a better understanding of where you belong and what you got to work on. Well, here we go again. Drew Yelton still on the bump. You got Cameron Hanna taking his lead at first base with Dalton Osteen up at the plate. Falls behind quickly, 1-2. Delivers. Big old curveball, able to hold off. Up in the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 2 runs in for North Henderson. Up 1. Yelton delivers. Swing and a miss. Strike 3.
Strikes to end the inning. North Henderson comes up with 1.
Drew Yelton does give up 1 earned run.
3.5 innings. North Henderson 2, R-S 1.
So 2 runs, 1 earned for Yelton. I'm guessing that's probably his body of work for the evening. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 Ks in 4 innings. Gives up 1 hit, 1 earned run. Walked 1, 2, 3, and I believe there might have been a hit by pitch in there somewhere. Nope, I think hit by pitch was there, guys. So, I mean, not a bad line. Again, pitch counts up a little bit. Still in the 4th inning here. It is, we want to shout out Hauling Solutions and Grading, our 4th inning sponsor. Again, he's a business that we've used several times as a family. So just give him a call or a text at 828-776-9477 for a quote today on any kind of gravel, dirt, rock, topsoil, and they'll deliver it to your home, business, or job site. Let Hauling Solutions and Grading be your solution. The website, hauling-solutions.com. You can also email Andrew Casoria at macHaulingSolutions@gmail.com, and they have a Facebook page. So make sure you look up Hauling Solutions and Grading for your next job site, your next home project, culvert replacements, bank erosions, you name it. They're there to help.
All right, here we go. Bottom 4th, leading off. Number 24, Christian Walker.
Christian Walker up, leading off the 4th. He had a single with an assist from the Lights in the 2nd inning. He ended up being stranded at second base That second inning with that pickoff after the Lowry single and leaving the bases loaded is the difference maker right now. But Walker now is 2 for 2. Didn't need any help from the lights that time.
The leadoff single after that field, that brings to the plate number 4, Carter Austin.
Hey, Hunter, how many innings have the R-S Hilltoppers had the leadoff runner on? All 4.
All 4.
And again, that's got to be killing Coach Fowler because, I mean, that's the goal. Try to get on, runners on early, but how do we manufacture the run? And again, now that we're getting into that second half of the game, we're going to start figuring out the bullpens of both these teams. These are probably actually going to be the better scoring opportunities. The bats have been warmed up a little bit. Each team's best starter has already run through their course. And again, it's been a pretty defensive, pitching-oriented day. Only 4 total hits on the game. And now with was that pinch runner? So I bet you Christian Walker's our new pitcher, right? That's probably what that. Yep. So is there a pinch runner? Did we say? Okay, so that means that Walker's probably getting ready to pitch. And again, yep. So he's down in the bullpen. He'll probably be our next arm. And again, he's going to Montreat next year, so he's an arm that's got some talent. Carter Austin squaring the bunt. Again, Carter's a good baseball IQ kid. Still working on the bat tool. Just get more physical. A bunt wouldn't be a bad idea, trying to get to the top of the lineup. Still got the number 9 hitter, Rylan Holly, on deck. Holly is 0 for 0. He got hit by a pitch his first time. Carter struck out in the second. Alex Hanna still on the mound for the Knights. Delivers. Bunt. Good bunt. Oh, nope. Never mind. Bad angle on it. Thought it was right down the line. Then pushes it foul. So strike 1. So 2 pitches. Flashes bunt twice. Yeah, I'd say North Henderson's outfield is probably the one spot that's a little inexperienced at this moment. A lot of the veterans in the infield right now. I know Ibarra played some outfield last year. He's missing time right now as part of the basketball team. Say basketball's in the playoffs?
Yeah, both schools' basketball teams are actually in the playoffs. We got home team R-S Central. They're playing at 7 seed Shelby tomorrow at 7 p.m. And North Henderson is playing at 5 seed North Lincoln tomorrow at 7:30. So congratulations to both basketball programs for making the 2A and 3A state playoffs.
North Lincoln, we'll be seeing them in a couple weeks. Actually, next week. Good decision by Hanna to get the runner at first. He immediately turned 2 seconds, saw it wasn't there, did the smart thing. So sack bunt doesn't count against Carter Austin, sorry. Dang, Carter Austin, I always get him mixed up. He's called him Austin Carter 3 times.
Number 13, Rylan Holly.
He's got one of them firsties. Rylan Holly, 0 for 0. Like I mentioned earlier, had the hit by pitch. With the top of the lineup, Drew Yelton on deck. Let's see what Coach Fowler tries to do here for offensive strategy. Does he bunt again? No square, swing and a miss. Say bunt defense is on, but no bunt. So 0-2 count. Oh, yeah, is that brother? So younger brother on second? Younger brother batting, older brother on second. Up, strike 3. 3 straight for Hanna. So Alex Hanna was able to drive in his brother, but Holly unable to drive in his. So the battle of the brothers. Looks like Hanna's up 1. But the threat is still alive, even with 2 outs. Drew Yelton swinging the bat pretty well for a primary pitcher. See if he can even this game up with a base hit. Alex Hanna delivers. Swing, fouls in and out of the glove. So not a ton of offense in this game yet. Two of the runs in this game are in on pass balls, and there's the go-ahead single by Cameron Hanna. Curveball misses out. Alex Hanna probably going to have a lot of roles for Coach Huff at Rockingham. Like I said, he can play several positions. May end up doing some pitching. Depends on how he matures on the mound. Keeps building some velo. All right, Drew Yelton with a 1-2 count now. Trying to keep things interesting here, keep this game, or try to tie this ball game up with a base hit. Way up. 2s all around. 2-2 count, 2 outs. Alex Hanna with 22 pitches, 2 runs in for North Henderson. Up 2-1. Swing at a rising fastball. Alex Hanna gets the job done. So nice work by Alex Hanna. Trying to remember what batter Alex Hanna came in on. Do you remember? It was in the middle of that last inning, right? It was after the hit by pitch, sack bunt. Trying to get my from that game changer. Do you know when Alex Hanna what batter he came in the game? The pitcher for North Henderson. Yeah, like which batter it was. It was in that 3rd inning. I'm sorry. I'm referencing the scorekeeper up here. 7 batters. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That makes sense. Okay, he came in after that hit by pitch, I believe. Well, now we're going to the 5th inning. Our 5th inning sponsor is Nova Pitching Performance, Nova Baseball. Whether you're a youth, high school, or college pitcher, are you trying to take the next step in your player development? Nova Pitching Performance is directed by Anthony Payne. Coach Payne has worked with several Western North Carolina pitchers in the last few seasons and helped them make major jumps in their physicality, velocity, and overall athletic performance. By infusing data, analytics, and biomechanics, Coach Payne is trying to help pitchers get the most out of their potential. If you're looking to make strides in your pitching performance, get with Coach Payne at Nova Pitching Performance ASAP. He offers in-house and remote training options for high school and college level athletes. Nova Baseball, new school data, old school grit. And I'll tell you right now, we usually announce like a gritty pitch of the game. I would say that one right there by Alex Hanna is probably the gritty pitch of the game to hold the lead. So here we are in the 5th, and right now the Nova pitching gritty pitch of the game. Alex Hanna coming in relief. He's already collected 4 Ks in relief too. Working hard. I know Coach Payne, him and I were texting about that Western North Carolina game yesterday. He wasn't able to make it. Carter Burnett is one of his students, I should say. Carter looked good in his game, was burying some sliders. It was a crazy back and forth game, Western versus Maryland yesterday. It was awesome emotion too to see the Catamounts just explode in celebration with that walk-off home run by Elijah Smith. Swing, and there's a drive left center field. We'll see if that gets down. It does. So that's a base hit by the young Gavin Howard. That might be Gavin's first varsity hit right there. Possibly.
Center field, and that brings up number 6, Austin Brevard.
Austin Brevard to the plate. So to get your number 8 hitter on to start an inning is great. We'll see what Brevard's one to bunt here or not. So again, I believe this is Christian Walker on the bump now for R.S. Brevard squares the bunt, fouls it back into the net. So like I mentioned earlier, Walker's a transfer from Gaffney High School. And as a high school coach, when a proven varsity player just shows up at your school, it's always a nice treat. You're usually focusing on the underclassmen coming out trying to develop them. But if someone shows up in the middle of their career and they can contribute right away, it's great. It's like a free agent signing. Now, Austin Brevard, 2 straight foul bunts. This is the little base, this is the small ball we talk about, trying to get the little things done, get those extra bases. We'll see if he gets the bunt signal or the bunt sign on a 2-strike count. Ball high. Pickoff attempt. Howard back safely. So now 1-2 count. Brevard put himself in a situation here with the 2 foul ball bunts. Trying to fight back to make something happen here. Walker delivers. Ball high. Curveball didn't break. And at the bottom of the lineup here, especially with Brevard striking out his first time up, you challenge the guy. Swing and a miss on the fastball. Strike one, or out number 1.
Next up, number 1, Dylan Kleinek.
So now at the top of the lineup, Dylan Kleinek. He's 0 for 1 with a walk and a run scored. Struck out his last time up. Good chance for North to try to start a rally here as they roll over to the top of the lineup. Ball outside. Oh, and Howard is potentially picked off here. So Holly jumps up and throws behind, and it gets a little sloppy here. So Howard caught in no man's land. Good pickoff by Holly. Had him in a rundown. Throw was high to second. Gave Howard a little bit of time to get back to first, and then the throw by the time I got the first sailed as well. So missed opportunity for a free out there. Again, some of the youth showing in Coach King's lineup, getting their first shots. They got to be ready on every pitch. The game gets a lot faster at this level. So fastball sitting about 78 from the stretch. Walker's probably a guy who can climb up in the low 80s. Again, he's heading to Montreat next year to join Coach Beck, Coach DeArmas' staff. Again, we're going to Montreat on Saturday. If any prospects want to join us to see what NAIA ball is all about, 81 on the gun there. But the velo don't mean nothing when it finds you in a 3-0 count. Gasperson on deck. So I'm sure Gasperson's looking for a big old hit in his first game since announcing his collegiate commitment to Caldwell. There's strike to Dylan Kleinek. 3-1 count. All right, 81, but outside for ball 4. So Dylan Kleinek draws his second walk of the game. Puts Howard on second.
Mason Gasperson.
Mason Gasperson to the plate. So some nice little, nice low 80s velo from Walker, but he's got to fill the zone here. So they got a little bit of speed on the field for the Knights right now. Gasperson in the box and Howard and Kleinek on the base path. Say Stash Spear on deck. This is North Henderson's murderer's row. These next couple hitters, if they're going to get it done with the big hit, it's probably going to be in these next couple guys. Say Howard with the lead at second. There's a pick attempt. So they're got a bullseye on Gavin Howard right now. After the close pickoff attempt at first, they're wondering how sure-footed he is out there. Flag in center field is limp. No breeze tonight. Steady, quiet evening. Good weather. Ball just outside. 1-1. So it's getting a little chillier now that the sun's coming down. Is that a strike? Look like strike. Okay, 1-2. Oh boy. Oh boy. All right. So little chatter from the third base coach's box trying to figure out where that pitch was. 1-2 count. Swing and a miss. But I was going to say safe. Yep. But it's one of those things where when you strike out and there's runners on the bases already, the base is occupied. So it's strike 3. Pick off behind on Kleinek. Attempt was futile. So 2 Ks an inning for Walker. It's still first and second. Stash Spear up to the plate now. Stash walked in the fourth. 0 for 1 after striking out in the first. Walker delivers. Ball out. So here in the top of the fifth, it's 2-1 North Henderson. 2 runs on 2 hits. Strike.
Go 2-4.
So 1-1. Christian Walker trying to make his gritty pitch of the game. Big swing on the curveball. 1-2. There's more of a sweeper there from Walker. A lot of horizontal break there. Across the zone. So it's a 1-2 count, I believe.
Yep.
Stash Spear choking up on the knob of the bat. It's 1-2 count. And Stash Spear looking for a base hit. Single probably at least creates a play at the plate. Ball in the dirt. 2-2. Trying to pick off Howard again. That ball is going to go sailing. And he's going to run into third. So I guess technically it's a stolen base for Howard. Kleinek remains at first. So again, they definitely got Howard in the crosshairs. You know, a little reckless out there at first, and when he reached after the single, they've been chasing him all around the diamond now. He finds himself at third. So with the speedy Kleinek on first, I'm sure he'll probably be in motion here. Stash is still going to be looking to swing. Ball behind Howard trying to score on the pass ball. He does. Kleinek trying to go all the way to third. He is safe. Very aggressive base running from the North Henderson Knights. Kleinek took off early trying to distract the pitcher. It worked as it led to a pass ball. Kleinek just kept on going. So we're going to go stolen base for Kleinek. Howard scores on the pass ball. And now it is 3-1 Knights. Ball up. Stash Spear takes a walk. Second walk of the game. So first and third.
Base on balls, and that brings up number 15, Alex Hanna.
So first and third, Alex Hanna up at the plate. Alex Hanna scored a run in the fourth inning when his younger brother drove him in. He had reached on a fielder's choice. Stole a base in that inning as well. So the Rockingham commit trying to put some insurance runs on for North Henderson. Some frustration brewing in the Hilltoppers infield. Steps off. Walker trying to make sure he's got his sign straight. Oh, so now I can tell North Henderson's trying to draw throws. At this point, again, it hasn't been a very offensive game, nothing but singles. And just a handful of them. So now North Henderson pretty much putting the ball in R.S.'s court and seeing if they can make a play. We'll see if nope, runner's not in motion on this one. So again, Stash Spear was walking off last time and was trying to draw the throw. Again, Dylan Kleinek ran a 6'6", 60-yard dash for us back in the summer, so I know there's speed at third base. Again, he's a track star as well. Strike. 2-2. Stash Spear off on the play or on the pitch. Doesn't matter. It's strike three. So Walker strikes out the side, but not before North Henderson adds an insurance run on another pass ball. So 3 of the 4 runs in this game have been scored via the pass ball wild pitch. Quick plug on the social media. Stay connected to Baseball University of the Blue Ridge across all the platforms. Like and subscribe to the YouTube, especially if you're listening right now and you haven't subscribed. Again, it's youtube.com/@BB University WNC. Like us on Facebook, like us and follow us on X, and like us and follow us on Instagram. And again, BB University WNC is the social media name that we use across all platforms, and you can check out our website at baseballu.org for more information on upcoming events.
All right.
Again,
gritty pitch of the game.
Gritty pitch of the game I still feel is Alex Hanna on that last inning. So again, we're Nova Baseball, our 5th inning sponsor. We're always trying to find a gritty pitch of the game, something we feel Coach Payne would appreciate. Alex Hanna coming in relief and just collecting the K's, shutting down the Hilltoppers. Rally there in the 5th was big with the strikeout of Yelton as they turned the lineup over. And again, if you're looking for high performance pitching, you got to go to Nova Baseball and start working either in-house or remotely with Coach Payne. Again, you can live halfway across the country and still hop online with him and go through his programs, because it's a lot about just getting on the right system, the right process. Nova Baseball, new school data, old school grit. Colin Pruitt to the plate. Colin walked his last time up, stole a base, and ended up coming around on a wild pitch. He's technically 0 for 0 with a walk and a sac bunt. Again, I think Colin Pruitt's worthy of a college opportunity. I know he's still been looking around. It's a tough market right now, kids. It really is. There's more good baseball players than there are spots, and the number one recruiting target for most competitive programs right now is the transfers. Ball up. So you got to find the right program and figure out if you're the type of high school player that they're trying to implement at this point. You know, guys that might have thought they were D1 or D2 in the past, they're just not finding those spots. It doesn't mean they don't have that ability. It just means they've got to go somewhere in college where they can get on the field, put up some numbers, and if they prove themselves, they'll in this environment they will climb the ladder and continue transferring. Alex Hanna in for his third inning of work in relief for the starter Stash Spear. Ball up in the lights. We'll see if we can make a play. Yes, we can.
Sweet flies out to left field for out number 1.
So 1 out on the can of corn.
That brings the plate number 1, Landon Whitney.
Say, is that Osteen out there? I know they moved a few people around. Brevard started out in left field, but I don't think that's him out there now. That might be Cameron Hanna out in left field who made that. Brings Whitley to the plate. HBP and a K. Again, a lot of pop in this kid's bat. He's got the ability to hit a home run if he can find that barrel. Balls. Oh, excuse me. Strike. Top of the zone. I mean, not an awful pitch. I guess the complaints you're hearing are more the consistency of what has been a strike, what hasn't been. Now Whitley finds himself in a quick 0-2. Ball in the dirt. Good block. So I'm just looking through the pitching lines. It looks like Stash gave, I guess 2 innings technically. He started the third. Oh, that's strike 3 for Whitley. But Hanna was the one that came in and got all 3 outs in the third. So technically this is Alex Hanna's 3rd full inning. It's 5th K as well. So Alex Hanna having a good day in relief. Alex Hanna also scored the go-ahead run when he came in on his brother's hit. Jake Lyles sack bunt his last time up, so technically 0 for 1. Grounded out to short in his first. Again, the Caldwell Tech commit. Not pitching in this game. He might have the start later this week. But he's a good pitching prospect. Low 80s fastball, good control. Getting stronger. All right, Alex Hanna falls behind 2-0 quickly after 2 quick outs. There's a strike. 2-1 count. Ball low. So 3-1 count. Hilltoppers looking for some base runners. There's a drive to right field. That's going to be trouble and extra bases. And that's what we were talking about with Whitley. He's got some pop. He's going to keep going. Let's see if Whitley can make it all the way to third. He will make it without a challenge. That ball didn't have a chance. So triple. Oh, that's Jake Lyles. Sorry. I'm talking about Whitley here. I'm way off. Sorry, it's Jake Lyles. So known as a pitcher, but gets the triple. Still speaking in the past tense there for a minute. So Jake Lyles with the big triple. So maybe if Coach Deaton is in attendance tonight down there, maybe second guessing the PO label on Jake. I'll bring Lowry to the plate. Lowry had a hard single his first at bat. Big spot for Lowry, though, as the Hilltoppers need to start putting some runners across if they're going to stay in this game. Especially as the temperature drops, gets a little chillier. Oh, there's a hard line drive right into the second baseman's mitt. I think that is Gavin Howard there at second. So the LO4. So Alex Hanna holding strong. Well, got to start thinking a little bit about that CamWood Bats player. You know, if things hold, you know, I'm thinking probably Alex Hanna right now, coming in relief, scoring the go-ahead run.
Hey, he's done it all today, from the bump, from the plate.
And he's a good kid. He's one you root for, too. Plays the game the right way. But Speaking of that CamWood Bat Player of the Game, we want to thank CamWood Bats for being our broadcast sponsor again. They're up in Haywood County. They serve all the baseball and softball players, not only here in the mountains, but across the nation. Make sure you hop on their website and use the coupon code BBUWNC. That'll give you 10% off on all purchases through that www.camwoodbats.com website. It's part of the partnership. They wanted to reward our guys, people that work with us. So again, take advantage of it, especially if you're a young hitter. Those trainers or something, they'll change they'll change the way you approach the plate. I mean, get on path. I mean, those barrel trainers are good enough for Tony Gwynn. They're good enough for you.
Well, we go to the 6, sponsored by House of Power. Are you looking to take your game to the next level? House of Power is a baseball softball facility located in Mills River, North Carolina. If you're a baseball softball player in West North Carolina area who wants to improve their skills and train like the best, check them out. Let me pause on this real quick and then come back to it. Yeah, House of Power is founded by former Clemson Tiger and professional baseball player Sheldon Reed. They offer one-on-one lessons for hitting, pitching, and catching, strength and conditioning programs to develop explosive power, facility memberships so you can train on your own schedule, cage rentals for individuals and teams. They're conveniently located in Mills River. Check them out online at hophendersonville.com to learn more. That's hophendersonville.com.
Ground ball by Maven down the third base line, but a nice play all the way across the diamond to get him. A little squibber. I thought it was going to be some trouble at first there, but 1 out. House of Power. Say that has the House of Power. This has been more of a shack of slight contact today. I don't know. It's
Well,
off the barrel
day.
contact. Not a lot of. I mean, I'll say Jake Lyles had probably the biggest swing so far. But I think if you're going to go with the House of Power big swing of the game, I mean, you got to appreciate Jake Lyles' triple, but I guess the big difference maker right now is the Cameron Hanna hit. So Cameron Hanna is probably our House of Power big swing of the game so far.
Two down here.
So now Cameron Hanna goes down swinging. Again, he had the big swing, but not that time. But he's still got the difference-making RBI in the game. So now 2 outs after the ground ball by Maben and a strikeout to Cameron Hanna. Looks like we have ourselves a pinch hitter.
Number 10, Blake Taylor.
So Blake Taylor going to come in and get himself a swing. Blake is a junior. Good kid. Ran into him a few times down at Coach King's field. He'll be batting for Dalton Osteen. We'll see if he can get some more luck out of that 7-hole. Osteen was 0 for 2 with 2 Ks. So Coach King trying to switch it up a little bit, see if he can find the hot bat on the bench. Walker out for another inning. 82 on the gun there, so still holding his velo pretty good. Again, he'll be a good arm for Coach Beck and Coach DeArmas. If you've ever been up to Montreat, they got beautiful facilities. The college got ravaged by the floods, but the facilities actually survived a little bit down there on the field, turf field. Just a good staff overall that Coach Beck's put together, a lot of player development focus. It's tough for underclassmen to find playing time at the NAIA level. Strike 3, Taylor running down to first base on the drop third strike. Don't matter. But with Montreat, they have a player development team as well, which is good for some of these young kids who choose Montreat as the best school for them. Gives them time to develop, try to get their skills up before earning a varsity spot. But in the meantime, it is the bottom of the 6th. Again, Hunter had mentioned the House of Power, Sheldon Reed, very, very motivated young man trying to bring something new to Henderson County as far as training goes. We want to make mention that as part of our partnership with House of Power, that we have worked together to create a coupon code for them as well. It's BBUWNC. Same code we use for CamWood, but it's BBUWNC. And as part of that partnership with House of Power, if you use that code on their website, which was HOPHendersonville.com, House of Power, HOPHendersonville.com, you put in that code, you get 25% discount off your first lesson with Coach Reed. I think that'd be a good investment for a lot of you young players, especially on the speed and strength training side of things. It's performance training as well. If you have a travel team or a youth team, you can rent out those facilities. I just feel like Henderson County's needed something like this for a minute. So Coach Reed's a guy to get to know. Look them up, House of Power. And thank you again for being our sponsor. And the House of Power big swing of the game again is still Cameron Hanna with the RBI single that put North ahead 2-1 in the fourth inning. All right, Chase Gibbons. As of now, he's 0 for 1 with a walk and a K. So Jace Gibbons, the senior. Hannah gets ahead 0-1. Foul tip into the mid, 0-2. So Alex Hannah's been working pretty dang hard. Since taking over in relief for Stash Spear. Little bloop in the right field, tracked down and caught. I believe that might be Osteen out there. So FO9 for the first out, bring Christian Walker up to the plate. So since coming on relief in the third inning, Alex Hannah has recorded 1, 2, 3. He's only given up 2 hits, collected 5 strikeouts, and given up no earned runs. So I think he's actually in line right now to be the winning pitcher if they can hold this lead. So 1-0. Again, good out-of-conference opening day here. Coach Fowler's Hilltoppers, Coach King's Knights. 2 programs that, although they're not in the same conference, are very familiar with each other. Rutherford County is touching Henderson County. It used to be much easier to get down here, but with 64 and 74, a little bit of damage, or I shouldn't say a little bit of damage, but a ton of damage. Back down there through Chimney Rock, Lake Lure. Got to hop up on the highway to get down to Rutherford now. So Alex Hannah, 1-2 count, 1 out. Walker hugging the line on the batter's box there. 2-2. Ball outside. So full count here now for Alex Hannah. So big pitch here with 1 out. Steps off. Swing and a miss. Alex Hannah has been delivering since taking over in relief. So this is the other key to the game, is how deep is the bullpen? Well, it's about as deep as Alex Hannah wants it to be right now, because he looks in control, like this is his game. Pitch count is at 42 pitches, which isn't too ridiculous. He might be able to come back out for the 7th if he can collect a quick third out here. Oh, we got ourselves a pinch hitter here. Looks like Nathan Tang to the plate. Nathan's a strong kid. He's only about 5'2", 5'3", but tons of pop. He's got 90-mile-per-hour plus exit velos. He came out and did some work with us back in November down in Cleveland, held his own, moves pretty well at third. Still learning the game, but tons of pop. And if he can put it together, he can be a powerful bat here for R-S Central and Coach Fowler. So quick swing and a miss there, 0-1. Ball high. Say strong kid, but smaller strike zone. Trying to see if he can get something going here with 2 outs. Ball out. Ooh, never mind. Strike 2.
That's in the batter's ball.
So 1-2 count. Tang trying to do some damage. Cannot deliver. Strike 3. Good pitch by Hannah, riding up and in after getting the generous second strike call in the outside corner. He rides in. So locating his pitch as well. Man, gritty pitching by Mr. Alex Hannah. So now we're going to the top of the 7th. I think Hunter's got a sponsor for us over there.
Just like your favorite.
Well, they could probably use a little State Farm love right here to get things going right for them. Maybe a scoreless inning and some bottom of the 7th heroics is what Coach Fowler and the Hilltoppers are hoping for. My dad just said that he's watching on YouTube. What do you think that is? Just yeah.
This is live. It's like that more behind.
What's that? Starlink. All right, so here in the top of the 7th, we got Gavin Howard leading off things. Gavin had a single his last time up. Scored the 3rd run of the game when he came in on a pass ball. Oh, bounces one about 40 feet there. Is that pretty good? Or?
Yeah, that's very good. It's better than like, I'll show you what it is on the site.
Yeah. So 1-2 count here. Yeah. Fouls one off to the right side here. So 1-2 count here for Howard. Top of the 7th. North Henderson trying to get some insurance runs. 2 hits on the day, 3 runs to the 4 hits and 1 run of R-S Central. So R-S is out hit North, but comes down to the runs at the end of the game. Ooh, just missed on the outside corner there. Full count. So Howard, the 8 hitter, trying to get something started. Shoots one through the hole at first and second for another single. So 2 for 3 day for Gavin Howard. And a leadoff runner on.
Now batting number 14, Ryland Cunningham.
It's actually the 4th time North has had their leadoff runner or leadoff hitter on. Pinch hitter here. Looks like we got number 14, Ryland Cunningham, the freshman, getting a chance in the box. So big moment for the freshman here. First career varsity AB. Takes strike. So Cunningham squares to bunt, puts one down, And that'll get the job done. Sack bunt. So good work. Coach King's going to love that small ball, I should say. So it was at 1-3 on the sack. Gets Howard up to second. Coach King being loud with a lot of praise, trying to put emphasis on the importance of small ball. It's not always about the big hits, it's about getting the little things done, moving runners across. That brings Dylan Kleinick back to the plate. 0 for 1 with 2 walks. He's got 2 stolen bases and a run scored on the day. Pretty dynamic athlete. Takes the ball outside. Very capable of extra bases, especially if he can hit one in the gap or down the line. It could be a triple. Walker delivers. Looks back again. Never mind. Kleinick calls time. So long hold by Walker. Dylan Kleinick's one that can put a bunt down too. Tons of speed, especially the third baseman and first baseman back. So timeout here. Pitching coach going to come out and take a look at what's the deal with Christian Walker, trying to get him back in the zone. Might be a good time to talk about our travel sponsors. And so you can run through all those guys again if you want.
In some cases, largely thank you to Asphalt. Rutherfordton Plastics, they're located in Oregon. All team sponsors. Thank you to
Big thank you.
Baseball University effort goes towards marketing the game to coaches and individual highlights for R-S Central prospects and
Number 9,
Simon
Simon
content on social
Sheehan.
media for coaches posting. Thank you to Sakura Japanese. Big thanks to our way sponsor, Rights Fireplace. Rights Fireplace sponsor the Baseball University push towards marketing this game for prospects.
Who's that?
Simon Sheehan. Yep.
Coaches posting. Big thank you to Rights for being our away team sponsor. We appreciate this.
Looks like I got a pitch and change. Simon Sheehan, the junior, number 9 in the pitch. So good effort by Walker. Let's see what the final line on Walker is here. All right. So Walker came in to pitch in the 5th inning. Is that right? I think Walker ends up going 2 1/3 innings, gives up 1 earned run, strikes out 5. So, I mean, definitely collected the Ks. Good outing overall. The base runner on second belongs to Walker. We'll see how this thing ends. Swing and a miss by Kleinick. Evens the count 2-2. Oh, nice little looping curveball there. That's strike 3. So it gets Kleinick looking. So 2 walks and 2 Ks on the day for Dylan.
That brings up number 2.
That's a nice little strikeout there for Sheehan. It's got to make Fowler happy. You bring in the relief pitcher, he gets the job done, especially at the top of the lineup. So that brings in Mason Gasperson, another offensive threat, and another big out for Sheehan to try to retire. Gasperson is 0 for 3 with a walk and 2 Ks tonight. But they're going to intentionally walk him. So the intentional walk to Mason Gasperson creates the force play. Stash Spear coming to the plate. 0 for 1 with a walk and a K. Actually, excuse me. I think he's 0 for 1 with 2 walks and a K. So 0-1 count. Stash Spear. Good ball player. Two-way threat. Started the game on the bump. Will be one of North Henderson's more important contributors on the mound. And at the plate, LCC's in the 3-hole. Had a great offensive year last year, all conference. Over the fence power. 0-2 count. Sheehan gets ahead real quick. Right back to the mound. Sheehan gets the job done. 1-3 on the ground ball. So now the Hilltoppers are going to be heading into the bottom half of the 7th inning. Trying to muster up a couple runs and make a ball game here. Oh boy, oh boy. Yeah. So I'll say some of y'all watching at home, sounds like we might have had some buffering issues tonight. We'll keep looking into it. We got the starlight up on the dugout over by R-S Central's, I think it's on top of their drag shed over there. And I guess, what are we seeing? It looks like the internet's coming through. It's just connecting.
It's like all the things are fine, so I don't understand what the video this really means. And I don't see why it's not working. If I can stream the game from my phone, I should be able to stream the game from the iPad. So
Yeah.
we'll have to look into that. I hope it just doesn't mess up.
Yeah. And again, we're learning about the tech as we go along. Figured Starlink would give us the best chance to connect anywhere. See, last year we used just a straight talk hotspot, but again, I don't know if that's the best answer either. So we'll see. We'll see how it loads up at the end too. So here we go, bottom of the 7th. Looks like we got the catcher, Rylan Holly, up, and then top of the order. If Holly can get on base here and give the top of the lineup a chance to start a rally, that'd probably be the best bet for the Hilltoppers right now. So 1-1 count. Alex Hanna's still in there dealing. He's at 50 pitches now. So not a bad workload for opening night. It's tough. Honestly, opening night to get through with only 2 pitchers, that's pretty impressive. Again, the game ain't over yet. Still got 3 outs to gather. Swing and a miss at the high heat. Alex Hanna strikes out Ryan Holly for the first out. That brings Drew Yelton in the top of the lineup. So 2 lefties in a row here with Yelton and Pruitt. I don't know, Hunter, what do you think? If Alex Hanna closes this out, is he our first CamWood Bats player of the game? I'd say not a super strong offensive day for anybody, but he was the one that scored the go-ahead run, and then this pitching performance has just been downright filthy. No earned runs over 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 innings, so 5 innings pitched. Well, not 5, 4 1/3. If he finishes out here, it'd be 5 innings pitched. He would get the W technically. So again, not necessarily primarily known for his pitching, but he's dealing tonight in relief. Gets the call on the outside corner. Swing and a miss. 2-2 count. Alex Hanneman doing work. This would be a good statement win for North Henderson. North Henderson's typically a perennial playoff contender, in the mix for conference, but never necessarily celebrated as much as they probably should be. So to beat a team like R-S first game of the year would be a big statement win. But they still got some work to do after Drew Yelton takes a 1-out walk. That brings Cullen Pruitt up to 2025. Second baseman tonight, but he can play just about anywhere. There's a strike. First pitch strike. 0-1, 1 out. Pickoff attempt. Say third baseman Brevard is up just a bit on the grass, taking away the bunt. There's a strike on the outside corner. He's been living on that corner, getting those calls. He keeps trying to go back there. Another pickoff attempt, and that ball gets away. So Yelton's going to go down to second. May have been able to make a turn at third, but trying to be careful. So it's an E1 on that, on the pickoff. To be honest, probably don't need to be picking them off. That run don't mean much right now. And that takes away your double play too. So probably wise to not really worry about that runner at this point. So 1 out, 2 strikes, runner on second. Swing and a miss. Strike 3.
Next up for the Hilltoppers, number 1, Landon Whitley.
It's 9 strikeouts for Alex Hanna in 4 2/3 innings. Brings Landon Whitley to the plate. He's the tying run. He's got pop. So with 2 outs, no need to really worry about that runner at second at this point. Alex Hanna and the Knights just need to focus on getting this batter out. Here's the pitch. Swing and a foul pop back. So again, thank you to State Farm McMahon Insurance for being our sponsor here in the last inning. Like a good neighbor, we need you to bring us some good internet. Here's the pitch from Hanna. Big looper, hits the top of the zone for strike 2. So again, not the most offensive night. A little chilly as the sun went down. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, and that is the ball game. Alex Hanna going on a strikeout parade to end the game.
This ball game, ladies and gentlemen, final score is North Henderson 3, R-S.
So again, thanks to Chad McMahon for sponsoring the 7th inning there. Heading into the post game, again, we're going to thank CamWood Bats one more time before we choose the CamWood Bats player of the game. Again, thanks for being our blanket umbrella broadcast sponsor. They're located up in Haywood County, but serve baseball and softball players across the nation. Again, hop on their website, camwoodbats.com, and use the coupon code BBUWNC when checking out for a 10% discount on all purchases of CamWood. Well, here we are in the post-game, Meineke post-game show. Again, Meineke with numerous locations in Western North Carolina. There's no better spot for you to get your vehicles seen and serviced, whether it's an oil change, brakes, mufflers, tires, wheels, and AC, you name it. Meineke is doing car care right. Losing pitcher in this game. Let's see, we're actually getting ready to go through the box scores here. So, let's see. That second run came across in the 4th inning. So I think that is Yelton. So I think our winning pitcher is Alex Hanna. He goes 5 innings, 10 Ks. Losing pitcher is Drew Yelton. He goes 4 innings, 10 Ks. He only gives up one earned run. Not a lot of hits in this game. Yelton only gives up, I think, the 2 hits. In the box score, Dylan Klonick scored a run on 2 walks, 2 stolen bases. Mason Gasperson with 2 walks in this game and a stolen base. Stash Spear collected 2 walks as well, and I guess that's kind of the theme here is too many free base runners today. Alex Hanna, again, we'll talk about him in a second, but he was 0 for 3 technically, but he scored the go-ahead run in the 4th inning when his brother Cameron hit him in. And again, Cameron may have been 1 for 3 with his RBI single. And then Gavin Howard, too, in the back of the lineup. Little small ball, getting things done. 2 singles. He's 2 for 3 with the run scored. For R-S, Colin Pruitt, 0 for 2 with a sac bunt and a walk, stolen base, and a run scored. Jake Lyles with the big triple. He's 1 for 2 with the sac bunt and that triple. But again, I see a lot of Ks and a lot of walks in this game. And I think when you look back at just the narrative here with Alex Hanna coming in the 3rd inning with runners on, being able to shut down R-S for 5 innings after that. Alex Hanna is going to be our CamWood Bats player of the game. Not so much for the offensive side, but for the pitching. So he's our winning pitcher, 5 innings, 10 Ks, 0 earned runs. He only gives up 2 hits and 1 walk. So very, very good day by Alex Hanna. And again, on the offensive side, he was the game-winning run as well. So he is our CamWood Bats player of the game. We're going to head down to the field here in a little bit and present him with that award. Again, apologize for messing with this internet a little bit. Still trying to figure out some glitches. We'll go home and investigate the broadcast. I mean, I know the live stream went through. I know there's some buffering. Again, the whole point of this broadcast is to try to breach that space in the spring for the coaches at the college level to watch these high school players play. I think it's great that we have so much sponsorship help. So again, that we definitely want to thank our sponsors, Meineke, Bloom Patch Farms, Hail Tax Solutions, American Legion Post 70, Holland Solutions and Grading, Nova Pitching Performance, House of Power, and Chad McMahon, State Farm Insurance, and of course, CamWood Bats, our CamWood Bats player of the game, Alex Hanna. So thank you again for tuning in. Catch our next broadcast tomorrow. We're heading down to Crest. West Henderson is going to be visiting Crest for another great out-of-conference game. And as always, for any of you college coaches that were tuning in, feel free to hit us up with questions about our Western North Carolina prospects.